Greetings and welcome, everyone. I am, as always, your ever-prepared GM, Brian, with another edition of Fellowship Gaming, here to entertain you with tales of daring, disaster, and dimwits. We are continuing A Cosmic Birthday from last time for the Starfinder 2nd edition playtest.
I'm not gonna be
We have some old faces, some new faces, and
Wow, that's a terrible thing to say about my surgery.
Yeah.
it's fine.
That's a horrible thing to say about Zac Efron. No.
We weren't supposed to mention it because
Did
you're
Zac
in
Efron have surgery?
Oh yeah, he had real bad facial.
Oh, he has botched reconstruction?
Well, I wouldn't call it botched. They just did the best with what they could. I mean, he still looks like Zac Efron. It's just he looks more square. He had a really bad facial injury in one of his early movies, and it had persistent like jaw issues.
Oh.
And then he finally just said, "Screw it, I'm gonna get it done." And instead of like getting the full like the shaving and everything to make it look perfect, he just kept it. So he's just more square. Like, I don't want to say the term Mickey Rourke-ish, but he looks a little Mickey Rourke-ish.
Okay.
But he still looks he looks like a 20-year older Zac Efron from the High School Musical days. He doesn't look terrible, and people are giving him shit about it. And I'm like, because he looks slightly different. Jerks. Oh, baby.
You should try it.
All right, I'll try it. So we watched the last episode partly,
computers to crafting?
and she wanted to try it.
Did you take one out?
Fishing?
Okay. I don't know if he bought it or not.
No.
What were your thoughts?
You can create
I want him
forgeries
to try it first.
using computers.
It's not
Oh
what I
my
thought it was.
Oh, not PH fishing.
That just.
You know what? We'll
Mine's
take
an
it.
apple.
Fishing.
Why does it say apple, but it smells faintly of cotton candy and something medicinal?
Try it.
Yeah, I'm like, what in the world does fishing have to do with computers? Not that fishing, the other.
What?
Oh.
Well,
It's a
Cinnamon?
spiced apple.
But it's like a like a red cinnamon candy apple.
Yeah.
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 What? I mean, it's not the worst. It's definitely not any of the peep shit that Brian brought.
That stuff was good.
But some
No,
of it
it's
was,
not.
No.
That's why I bought that.
It's amazing.
Oh my goodness.
I bought that at DI for like $3, and my kids are like, I want it. It's mine. I'm like, no. This is going in the garage, and it has a purpose.
That's fellowship merchandise. Some lucky person in 2 years is going to be able to win it at our 5-year anniversary.
Okay. So we go up this elevator thing.
Yep. So you
Are we
guys-
able to take all the kids and all the other people?
Nah.
Some of us need like a 30-second recap.
Yeah.
So
Some of us need a full-on recap. Also, welcome, Gunner.
Thank
you
you.
guys are all crammed into an elevator.
Another one.
Fits.
No.
I'm
There's
just gonna sit on his shoulders.
like
No, because that makes me slow, and I can't be slow.
Sit on oval.
For the
chair.
elevator ride.
Oh,
Sit on
okay.
my shoulder.
there's all 6 of you plus about 40 other people from a tour group, all fit in the elevator.
Oh.
A
We
3x3
don't know how,
elevator.
but it does.
Does it say police box on the outside?
And then you have the little chiptune elevator music going, happy birthday to you,
Oh no.
birthday to you. And everybody just kind of looks up expectantly, going, where are we going now? Another ghost level? Is there a second ghost level? No one knows. And
I hope not.
you guys
It's more, is there multiple ghost
Uh,
levels?
I mean,
open up, and you're in another part of Absalom Station. Give me. I always forget the skills.
hey, Brian. No, Brian. Not Brian. Sorry.
No.
Tony, do you have an extra...
Do I have what?
Do you have an extra dice pad thing?
Do you want to use my
Yeah,
lid?
use her lid.
Yes, can we do that? Thank you.
Here you go.
Otherwise, you're going to lose your dice.
Society
put it here.
is the one I know for sure will do it.
Yeah. And you have Absalom
a
Station
hero.
lore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absalom Station or Society?
Or
If
Society.
you want to re-roll any of your d20s because you don't like it.
Don't fail me.
That
now,
will be a
boys.
21
But
Society?
take it.
Apparently, I am completely
Take it.
incompetent
It's
at
not
math tonight.
advantage. It's
16 Absalom.
take the new one.
Because 4 plus 4 does not equal 4.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
you're not quite sure where you are. You two recognize this place as Little Akiton.
Ooh.
And,
Can we get other passports?
no. But your comms just kind of come to life. Probably having not noticed that through all the fighting and not knowing where you were in the discuss levels, but your comms hadn't been working all that well. And suddenly you're bombarded by social media messages. All 44 ex-wives of Bob are like, where are you? Where's our money? Where's our money, Bob? And there's just
Bob, you're missing 3 children.
like
He's like,
his
good, I got 40
comm
more.
Unit doesn't stop beeping. For
Oh,
like
that's annoying.
good 5 minutes.
Martino looks at all the children. Bob, I don't know you, but Bob. 7 new wives.
And then, in addition,
You know, I'm not trained, but I can take care of the children part. You won't have any more.
Well, I'm highly trained. He's good.
I'll assist.
So he's talking about medicine, and that's not what I'm hearing. I'm like, I'm also trained to take care of children. You okay? Sorry, buddy. I didn't see that you were drinking.
No.
You good?
Yeah, you said it, and my brain went, we're in space. Like, I'll just hold this junk to a radiation wall long enough, and it's like,
Oh
no more
my
children.
Dear goodness, that is not what I was talking about.
I was just thinking of opening up an airlock.
Yeah, it's horrible.
What the fuck?
Oh, I thought for your character, since you were trained to take care of children, you were just going to eat them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What is?
Obadiah's down.
Bob's just like, we'll space them. That's totally fine.
It's like, well, you have 7 too many children.
Oh,
We have 6 too many children the next day.
we're
We have
five.
3 too many children.
Oh,
Well, the children are learning.
Well, it could be like Grogu and eating those eggs.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Speaking of eating egg, no.
You are also now accompanied, whether you like it or not, by a tourist who has had enough time touring, which is a Barathu that was suspiciously hiding during the entire tour incident.
Jade. Oh.
My dog's not here.
Oh.
And,
Sorry,
what's
flashbacks.
his name? Jules Akama
Is Becca?
contacts you guys
No,
and
I'm-
is like, "Have you guys seen my Barathu? Did he come there? I sent him with Uber Mercs."
That's I have no idea what you're talking about, dude.
It's got to be Avatar Core,
I've
I'm
been
sure.
trying to get a hold of you guys for like 2 days.
2 days?
Yeah.
What?
Days?
Yeah.
Hold
Well-
on. Oh no, he's right. 2 days. Okay.
Oh, wow.
My clock
Hey
has
guys, that's called a time skip.
Yeah, do our chronometers catch up all of a sudden? Like,
Yeah.
oh, geez.
Like you were on the wrong network or something. You don't exactly know.
Oh,
why.
well, that explains why I was such a piss poor doctor until now.
That was your
Yeah,
younger
that
self.
explains why.
hey. It had nothing to do with my honorary doctorate from Avatar Core.
Yeah, but the worst part, it's like an astrology degree. It's not even like a good doctorate.
No, it's some stupid. It's like anthropological research of black mushrooms in deep space through
Found on this one asteroid in the diaspora.
and it's only because it's like a dwarf. It's a dwarf biological fungus as like a
Makes me think of that dating thing where like guy comes they do like the button thing and the guy comes out, it's like oh she's like, well, what do you do? He goes, oh, I'm an astrophysicist. She goes,
Oh,
I'm a Gemini, and you're just
Yeah.
like, oh no.
He just walks away. He's like, "Ugh." You're talking about that British. Yeah, I know
Catch,
exactly what you're talking about.
you up since this is your first time here.
All right.
Your character has, for whatever reason, been on a big space station called Absalom Station, and weird stuff has been happening. You've been hired by a Vesk named Little Akiton to go and find out his previous help, where they went. You got lost in the area of Absalom Station called the Ghost Levels, which are a bit like the back rooms, if you're familiar with that concept, except for these actually go places instead of the eternally trapped torment of back rooms. At least I've never heard a way out of them. And you have finally found them as they blasted their way through a whole bunch of stuff. And now you're here.
What kinds of random junk did he wade through for the back rooms?
So for your character, you were hounded by a pair of creepy twins who chased you at the end of long hallways. And you thought you found the elevator, but when it opened, a wave of blood gushed out. And let's see.
Come play with us.
And then you saw some questionable acts happening in some rooms, and
Including
you
an
don't
axe.
have anything to comprehend what was happening, so you just left that out of your memory right now.
Remember everything. Remember nothing.
Yeah.
Yes. You're just glad to be free. And let's see. So, if you guys like go to your favorite news app or something, you'll hear lots of news stories going on. The big one that you figure is the one that got you trapped in the Ghost Levels in the first place.
I only watch Squawks News.
It's on there. Is that the only thing people know for certain is the Starstone that powers the station flickered, and that's what caused lots of weird things to happen. But there's lots of other weird stuff. These guys have found out about occult symbols. Do you have occultism?
No, he does not.
Nope.
Okay. Roll me a d20 and add your intelligence.
13.
Alright. So, you don't know what they are, but there are symbols everywhere. And also, these symbols are the same ones you've been having dreams about. And
Spooky.
a lot of your dreams center around a creature, an egg, but the egg looks like a planet. It's just ready to burst. And before it breaks free, however you react to it in your dream, you never get to see the end. But that was pretty much your life in the Ghost Levels, trying to get out until you found the tour group.
Yeah,
And
that's a
the tour
nightmare.
group was the most sane thing you found, so you hung out with them.
Fair.
Let's see. Let's see. If you guys, you guys earlier found the countdown website of something happening, and it's still ticking down. It says 4 hours, but it's ticked down from 4 hours, so whoever it is not measuring it in the same time that you guys are going through, but it is ticking down. Except for this time when you visit the site, it's been replaced with like a different website, and your looking at your screen and you're like, this looks the same except for it's like official Pack World's business where they're like, nothing's going on, everything's fine. And you'll see, but the more you look at it, the more you'll see like little pixels slowly changing words into the old website that you found at first. And if you breathe heavily, the pixels evaporate off like glitter, and you see the old website again. So, you know, weird stuff.
Sure, normal stuff.
Let's see.
Well, is
I
everybody
can assure
healthy?
you, this
and
is
hale?
not normal.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
How many hit points do you have over there, Obadiah?
36.
Okay.
How many?
36.
Okay.
Are we level 2 or 3?
2.
2.
Okay.
Yeah. Welcome
Soldiers
to
get
Soldiers
10
getting
per.
to use con, and they
Yeah.
have the highest hit die.
And
I'm
Vesk start with 10, so like
Correct.
off the bat they get 20 hit points plus con.
yeah. She had 23 at 28 at level 1. I can't remember what it was.
28.
It was a lot. Because I took the medic dedication. And as my skill feat, I took continued recovery. So now I can
Oh,
treat.
you took a dedication?
Yes.
Just
Yeah.
over here being a purist.
Yeah.
I think my mystic might be.
I didn't like any of the.
Yeah, they're all garbage.
Envoys. They weren't. They're not. If I went intimidate over the medical build, there were some good ones. Excuse me, you fucking fool.
Everything requires me to wield a weapon.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's definitely a handful of things that when they do the survey, I'm going to comment on, and there's absolutely a bunch of things that are going to change.
Hopefully.
So
Well, I was thinking it would have been funny if your character took one of the undead archetypes. They became a zombie. That would have been funny.
why did you die? What happened?
No.
No.
Oh, they all
I
remember
got
that.
I got crit 3 times
I
in
do
the
remember
last
that.
battle.
And didn't die?
No. No, thank
we
goodness.
kept him alive.
Wow.
Thanks to a mystic
Yeah.
Yeah.
An unnamed mystic.
named Bob.
Heroic. We'll miss them.
That's
It has apparently 47 ex-wives.
Well, you just
How
haven't
many
found number
non-ex?
48 yet. She's on her way.
I was just
All right.
wondering how many non-X. Never mind.
So for now, what you guys know about Little Akiton is it's a community of people who came from Akiton that celebrate a lot of the things in the rural areas of Akiton, like being poor, hanging out together, and loving each other. Which is why you don't, among other things, there's panic everywhere else, looting, and like the Absalom station security are out in force trying to restore order, and everybody's going crazy.
All this panic stems from the starstone flickering and all that. At least that's what the news is reporting.
I mean, Little
Yeah.
Akiton's pretty good because they've got the rooftop show bad.
A lot of people.
Remind me, Akiton is the Mercury.
Mars.
Mars. Okay, that's
Barsum.
the Mercury name is also an A, but it's similar. But
Aposte.
thank you.
And then,
I'm heavily medicated, so I'm trying to keep up.
yeah. And then, in addition to this is the disruption in the Starstone, it's a lot of people online complain about the same dreams, and they're like,
Yeah.
something's going on, it's the end of the world.
As we know it.
End of the station.
And are they all getting the dreams on the website? Are they saying they're like happy birthday dreams, or are they getting a different shared dream?
There are a lot of saying that are Barathu is having.
Okay. And his
do they
was
have
different
any
than
of the
ours.
symbols in them? Well, I should say, do they show the symbols that have them?
Like, they do, and that's why, like, there's a lot of... But there's a lot of people who are, like, conflicted over the symbols. Some are, like, embracing them as their new god, and others are going, we probably shouldn't just trust random symbols. That's
Correct.
a bad thing.
They're not wrong, either of them.
So for now,
That you okay?
rolling up into this section is just going to be kind of explore and do odd jobs.
Okay.
There's a loose thread of story in this section, but most of it is just like, where would you like to go, and what would you like to do? Now let me get the list. One thing you guys would get looking online is there is a what was she, a professor? Yeah, an Arcanarium professor living in the Eye. She spends a lot of time online in virtual chat rooms and forums discussing religion, philosophy, and the latest episode of Space Fortress C-25 Appleseeds. And she mentors a group of students who have taken interest in the newborn. And they meet every few weeks to discuss dreams and omens while socializing with other open-minded people.
Do you say discussing the newborn?
Yes, that's what everybody's calling the thing coming from the planet in their dreams.
Okay.
So you guys do get that with a computer check, as well as just getting a handle on everything around. So where is... They have the handy dandy list of all these places. No, I can't find it.
I mean, oddly enough, that's
here
probably
we
the
are.
one I would start with.
Places you can go to are the Corner Bodega, the Community Center, Knick-Knack's Scrapyard, Sunny Six's Diner, the Tenement Block, and Lower Shipyards. Let's see. Let me see.
Sorry to interrupt. You said that there's a lady that meets the professor?
Not that meets the professor, but is the professor.
No, I know, but I'm saying there's people that meet the lady. She's a
Yeah.
professor.
Um,
Can I use my... I want to use my asset to... oh my god, words. Size up. So I can spend an hour, 1 minute observing, 10 minutes researching the specific individual on the infosphere, or 1 hour networking, gathering information about them. And then I can turn them into an asset, which gives me some bonuses towards any skills and things of that nature that have to do with that person. If I assess my asset via observation, I don't need to know their identity, but if I assess the asset via research or networking, I must know their identity, which you said I've learned information about her. So I have to have 2 relevant pieces of information, but I know her name, and I know that she's a professor, and I know that she has a location. So if that's enough, I would like to size her up.
Tony is just stalking her over there.
Yeah.
yeah, that makes sense.
Well, it's going to be wife number 48 for Bob.
Okay.
No.
Or
That's
whoever
number
that-
50.
Oh, whatever. Wow, 3 already? Holy shit.
Well, like I said, he hasn't met 48 yet.
Got it. Yeah, yeah.
49
that's-
the year
that's
after
fair.
that.
That's fair. He's prepping.
That must be one heck of a ladies' man or something.
I don't know.
Better to just
I don't
keep
know
him
if that
that
counts as being a ladies' man.
Well, he's being married. I assumed you would. Have
I
to
mean,
be-
if you ever watch The Gods Must Be Crazy and I don't remember, the guy that's helping the guy study elephants, and he's like, I have 7 wives. What are you doing out here? I only know how to marry them. Nobody knows how to live with them. It's like, oh.
Plus, if you'll remember, these are court-mandated wives. So,
Oh.
like you.
So,
as
my
far
question
as
is,
I'm concerned,
for the-
you've married none of them by choice.
For the purview of this scenario, is she an acceptable asset? Like, can we actually meet her?
Yes, eventually.
Okay.
I mean,
I
was
I
gonna
can
just
hold
go
up to
try
3,
and
so
find
I'm
her.
just going to put her in my back pocket. There's no duration. She can be my asset forever.
Can you only have one asset at a time?
No, I get up to 3
Okay.
because I have a charisma of +3.
Okay.
And then if I take a feat, I can have double that.
Oh.
So it's pretty good.
You know that she would chat online, but you don't know when
The meetings happen.
she'll be there next.
All right, well, time to head to the diner.
Yeah, I was thinking either the diner or
you
the
know
community
what?
center are the 2 spots.
We haven't eaten in 2 days.
What? Oh yeah. I was like, didn't we have shitty cake? But I don't think we did.
No.
I think
We
they're
had
just
nothing.
they just played around with us. Like, you can have cake. Well, give us real cake. And he said no.
The Scaramander tour guide
Bro.
is like, oh man,
What is
you guys are in the
almost
right
drawing on your ship?
mind because I'm going there first
Dude,
too.
2 seconds. I took
You
the
guys
pencil away
have
from
to
you.
have the grub gravy.
You were like, steal.
Okay,
And
well,
so,
I'm a little short on cash.
You do what you want, but my God,
Can you spot me a meal after what we
pay
did for you?
attention to what Brian's saying.
he'll take care of you.
Ah, thanks,
Just
man.
him?
Yep.
Okay.
A neon yellow sun, smaller twin of the grinning light in the false sky, blazes from the side of a lopsided aluminum storage crate, smiling and pointing with disembodied cartoon hands at a sign. Sunny Six's Diner. Inside is a one-room diner with checked floor, occupied by a few battered boots and faded blue suede. A row of stoves and ovens forms a galley kitchen behind a shiny copper counter crammed with stools, all taken by hungry guests. Which I nearly said hungry ghosts, which will change the meaning entirely.
Yeah, it would have been like, I'm not hungry anymore.
The special is a 2-credit special. It's biscuits and grub gravy.
And grub gravy?
Yep.
It's
Yes, let's
Okay.
have
ambiguous
that.
meat.
Let's
Does
see.
that include a drink?
Yes.
Awesome.
Strawberry.
And can I get a side of Bavarian bacon?
Would be an extra credit.
I'm not paying.
What?
The Skittermander said he's got me. He's got me.
Oh snap! Yeah.
Just Casey orders everything and is like, oh, here you guys go. Here you guys go. Bankrupts the Skittermander.
Good luck.
Alright.
Well, he has to pay for those 40 kids too. So
So, you guys have brought a lot of business with you, and if you want to eat faster, becoming temporary employees seems the best way.
Okay.
Say that again.
Becoming temporary
Seriously?
employees seems the best way to get to your food faster.
We got to work.
Oh,
I mean, we've been working.
I don't work.
Where do
Alright,
they need the
so,
help?
it's going to be a 4-hour shift that you guys need
Oh.
to do.
Call dishes.
Well, I'll spend time
You got it.
tending to the wounds of all the children.
I will tenderize the meat.
Let's see, so, we got things you can do. We got service with sunshine.
Sure.
Some of it is straight. That includes a computers check to solve their register issues and diplomacy check
Start doing omelet rice. Cutesy rice. Ketchup.
I'll do diplomacy.
I'll do the computers.
I'll do nothing.
Fire diplomacy. What was the other one?
Computers.
I'm good.
That will be a 27.
Diplomacy?
I have +9.
Yeah. Okay.
I am a charisma envoy.
I know. I know.
That's
I'm
a 21
frustrated that you
computers.
get expert before. I don't have anything expert except for my
only
will
envoys get it
saves.
at level 2. I looked it up.
I don't even have expert weapon proficiencies.
Nobody does.
He
Well,
does.
yeah. So yeah, you're correct. And
Operative.
operatives get weapons.
true.
Envoys get skills. Because they took everything from operative, so they had to give them an in.
I guess.
Which is here. No, like let's start, okay? Because soldiers at level 1 can use advanced area and auto fire weapons without penalty.
Nope.
Bullshit. Because it uses your DC.
We don't use.
Nope. It uses your DC.
Do you? Does it really?
Because it's a dexterity versus their class DC. Doesn't matter the weapon type, advanced or whatever. Auto fire and area fire. We just looked this up
Fascinating.
because we were doing auto fire wrong.
Yeah, I
And
saw.
I mean, not totally wrong.
I I noticed when I looked at his stuff.
And yeah, it uses the DC. It doesn't care about proficiency or anything. It should, but as raw currently, it doesn't. So you could use it if you can buy it, which you can't. But if you advance whatever grenade launcher, flamethrower, or whatever at level 1 soldier, just whatever your DC is. I was like, that's great, but that can't be intended.
Stumble upon somebody with one. Happen to roll high on.
Well,
a
that's the issue, because now all GMs are like, cool. All CR -1s now have advanced weaponry at level 1 because they just used their DC. That it's not intended. It can't be. It can't be intended. Anyway, sorry.
No, that's fine.
Did you get my computers?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like,
So-
did I say it even?
The register is on like the fritz, and there's a poor tired worker who's like, I don't know why it's doing this, and there's an angry person who's just like, I need 18 grub gravies. I paid for it. It's done. It's ready.
Is the angry person the Skidamander?
No, Skittermanders
Bless
don't
you,
get
bless you.
angry.
Bless you, bless you.
They can get angry, but
They
that's
can.
when it gets scary.
Yeah.
Fair.
No, this is it's a diverse world out there. This is a Borai who is a half undead, who's just like, I got Maz to feed, and they've had a long shift, the whole thing.
I have 21 wives.
Uh,
My cousin's coming with
Okay,
us.
here. Let me look at it. I got this. I
your
know what I'm doing.
character like schmoozes them over. And, like, by the time you're
Hey,
done,
hey,
you're
hey, hey, hey.
basically
18. I got you. But if you buy 3 more, we'll discount 5 for free. So you really only pay for 17.
And then you're just like, oh, now I have
None
to
of that math
program
adds up.
that in.
Yeah, it's not a big thing.
And so, you find like a little malicious code and just kind of flick it. And
Do you breathe
take
on it
out.
like you do? It just flows off like glitter. What is going on with computers?
It really isn't there, but this guy's got the wrong key arch. He's doing this.
Oh,
you need
yeah.
to do this.
Dealt with the Y2K issue?
Yeah.
Or the Y5K issue or whatever it is now. The G2K issue? You looked it up and I was right, huh?
No.
Oh.
I was thinking of something else.
Okay.
I just wanted to see your face be like,
The I'm right goat.
The next thing is we need some help in the kitchen, killing the grubs.
Done.
yeah.
But in the gravy.
Yay.
So we need 4 successful melee strikes.
Well,
Melees?
19 and a 10.
Okay.
Hey, sure, I'll get in on this.
Sure.
Why not?
Yeah.
A
No,
20.
I-
No,
Next level,
24
next level.
and an 18.
So that's
And a 14.
22.
So,
With a 0 knife.
knives, tactical knives, regular knives are finesse, right?
They can be, I think.
Yeah. I think they are.
Agile.
I think they're agile and finesse. and operative, but that doesn't matter.
I don't think operative's a trait
knife.
anymore.
What's that?
Operative's not a trait anymore.
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
Yes,
I didn't
'cause
find it.
operatives can add operative to other weapons.
I didn't see that at all.
Oh, I might be wrong. It may be a Starfinder 1 precursor that I'm thinking of. I could have sworn. Because I was looking at operative earlier today. I was thinking about changing my concept, and I was like, no, I'm going to go full in on the doctor.
So,
Sorry.
yeah, that's fine.
But that's my question. If I don't have the PDF in front of me, but she has dexterity. If there are finesse, then she can use it.
Yeah, one sec.
I should put the PDF on my phone.
Weapons are after shields. That's fine.
Yeah, I don't really understand
Oh.
why shields are its own separate section.
Well, they were before.
Only because they were printed afterwards.
True.
Yeah.
But they have their own rules, so that's fine. At least in my mind. They are finesse and agile. Yep. You go after these grubs. One of them slinks away and is caught by these two who stab it to death.
5-second rule.
And no grubs remain unslaughtered.
Yay.
Let's see.
Fresh gah.
How
Put
big
it
are
through
these
a meat
grubs?
grinder.
About
They're
that big.
medium
Oh, they're medium size.
yeah, so they're
Whoa.
bigger than you.
Jesus.
Oh my goodness.
Those aren't grubs. Those are grubs.
That's like a tuna fish when you see it in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tuna are massive.
Let's see.
Oh, you-
You thought they were this big?
So,
yeah.
well, some are, but it's
The tuna that you
the-
normally
yeah,
it's-
like the mahi mahi
tuna?
or the
or like
deep
albacore.
water. They're
Huge.
yeah. Some tuna can be small. I've seen small tuna. Then I saw a mahi mahi, and I was like, that would eat me. Not really, but at the time it would have, but now no. But holy,
Next thing is we need someone to cook the grubs and to make the grub gravy. So this will be a crafting or survival check.
Hey, I
Yeah,
got
we
crafting.
Shit.
I could try a crafting. Will they fire me if I do bad?
We'll see.
Okay,
You can
plus
try.
one.
I got a 22 crafting.
Okay.
23.
you can roll. We might get in at 20.
There's a
But
lot.
hey!
I got an 18.
18
Crafting.
Okay.
with a +1.
All right. So everyone is apparently expert at turning grubs into
Yeah,
gravy.
screw the cosmic birthday. This is our new job.
Yeah.
Sadly, you were one away from a critical success, which would have named a dish after you.
What?
Dang.
Hold on. Get them. They're creatures. Oh no, it's a skill check. Fuck. Sorry.
I mean, if Obadiah aids, it's
Yeah,
up to
where's,
you,
where's the
Obadiah.
bard with the
How do,
I'm the bard.
Like,
You
if
effectively
use
ate
it's
your
what get 'em
that.
is. It's basically
to
bardic
aid,
inspiration.
The
Yeah.
dish gets named after him.
sure, I'll do that.
Okay. So,
All right. What should we name it?
You're after
well,
you.
it's after
Yeah,
your
we,
character.
I don't think. Does anybody
so-
know your character's name?
We haven't found out your name yet.
I just came in traumatized by twins and
Valid.
dances and
Valid.
all sorts of stuff I didn't understand.
Like Jules Akama just said, yeah, I ordered this guy to find you. And never said your name. So we forgot to introduce you. So this is a good time.
Yeah, you can call me Nebulo.
Nebula.
Okay.
I like that.
We'll call this Nebula.
That's the reason why Obo wanted to help him, so that we could figure out what his name
Yeah.
was. Yeah, tell them you're naming the dish after you, which is.
Name it after like his cat, whatever that looks
Yeah.
like on his planet.
Nebulous shepherd pie.
I saw.
Well, it's not a pie.
little-
It's a.
We
It's grub
Great.
pie.
whatever we want.
I saw a Tumblr post where it was like two women who moved in
whoa.
together, and like they have this cat, and each one thinks it's the other's cat.
Oh.
And they're like trying to figure out what the name of the cat is, and they're like, spoiler twist, the cat just moved in with them at the same time, and they think it's everybody else's cat,
Yeah.
and they don't know what to name the cat. They're like, what should we name the cat? Oh, it's spelled the normal way. Don't worry
Oh
about
my
it.
gosh. That just reminds me of the anime 86
Oh,
Yeah.
because there's a cat in it.
See, and
Everyone
now,
calls the cat a different name.
and now I'm going
No one
into
calls the cat the
lesbian
same
talk
thing.
about U-Hauls, and I was like, the cat's name is U-Haul.
U-Haul cat.
my brother used to work for U-Haul.
I also used to work for U-Haul. It's just
I did not used to work for U-Haul.
I never worked for U-Haul.
It was a good job.
All right.
Did
so
you
we-
used to work for
Well,
U-Haul?
I'm still stuck on a dish name. I'm like Nebbia noodles with grubs.
So what part did he cook?
Like you have a bunch of grubs and a bunch of unnamed ingredients. So
Well, no.
you took those grubs and made a dish.
Do you,
and
do you know
it's
how
so
there's
good.
the rice and the cheese and the egg where they half cook the egg and you split it and it holds
Yeah,
open?
Omni rice.
We're doing that, but it's the gravy and the stuff in the grub skin, and then you
that's
cut the grub skin and it
so-
opens up.
Gross.
Yeah, welcome to space, Jeremiah.
I know. I'm
It's
just.
like you haven't seen an Emperor's New Groove.
Ooh.
You've been to
Or
the diner there.
you've
It's
returned
basically
Pilgrims.
this.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm still of the opinion we need to do dungeon mochi, but as all goblins.
I'm never playing a goblin.
That's
I'm with
because you're
Jules.
not cool, Jules.
Yeah.
Hey, Jules. We're the not cool kids.
Yeah.
All right. Now
I'm not
that
a
you-
kid anymore, but hey.
I mean, in your heart.
I saw that short form where everybody was like showing up at the family's house, not married. You guys were all like bobbing your head. I saw that one.
All right. Now that you've made the new signature dish of the diner, now we need to get out as quick as possible.
He cooks it in a way that's extra chewy. Like, kind of hard
Ooh.
to
Oh.
actually get apart, but I guess people like
That's
it.
like the worst dish.
Ew.
I'm just.
I mean,
I
See,
don't know
and
what
I-
this
and I-
guy's
I mean, no,
clientele is.
This is
Darva's
terrible.
probably has a mouthful.
Because I've been doing for mead, I've been sugaring fruit. So I'm just taking grubs and cutting them in slices and then sugaring the slices like lemon peels, like lemon circles. But it's just grub.
Yeah.
Grubhub. That's some
Yes. Yes. Give me double inspiration. That actually, here you can have mine, right? The DM gets inspiration.
Yeah, that's fine. So
Anyways, so we gotta get
we're
out.
getting these plates out hot, and I do mean hot. So the plates are basically
On
are
fire.
going to burn you. That's how quickly we wash dishes in this joint. So we just need a reflex save to get these dishes to customers. Without
Hobarts,
slipping
man.
or burning.
You're.
Hobarts can get them things real hot.
Oh no.
Yeah, this is looking bad.
What?
I'll keep it. Roll.
Briv.
Why? Okay.
Oh.
I got a lot of disappointment
11.
and no numbers yet.
Okay, my total is 26 with a natural 20.
Nice. I got the opposite of that. I have a 10 with a nat 1.
Okay.
Gunner, what's up?
Mine was an 11 after all the addition.
16.
All right. So
Jules? 12.
12.
16.
Oof.
Didn't know I was
So-
adding those.
I said dexterity reflex.
everyone is
Ah.
doing fine, except for let's
Martin.
see. Yeah, Martin. Martin. You only, if it makes you feel any better, you only got a failure, not a critical failure.
Well, no, I got a 1, so it's a
Well,
nat
I
1.
know it took it down a notch. The DC was 10. You made the DC.
Oh,
So,
oh
like I
man.
said, you got a failure, and so, like, you just fall luxuriously into some diner's arms, and
Yeah.
you know you start reenacting movie scenes together.
I'm,
Everybody has a
I'm
good
the
laugh.
Jim Carrey in the mask.
Yeah.
Tell Ma I love her.
I loved that scene when I was a kid.
Such a good movie. One of my favorites.
You told me to freeze. They call me Cupid Beat, king of the rumba beat.
Freeze.
chick chicky boom, chick chicky boom, chick chicky boom.
I feel the rumba beat.
All right.
A young Cameron Diaz.
Honestly, I loved The Mask. Hated Son of the Mask.
It's what? That doesn't
They're
exist.
night and day.
Don't even. Nothing Jamie Kennedy ever did exists.
Who is
That man
Jamie
is
Kennedy?
white. He's the guy that played in the second Mask. As the guy. The guy, the comedian. The son, not the baby, but the other one.
The dad?
Yeah, what are oh my god, what's it called when you start the star? But he's not a star. In The Mask 2, he's the main character.
protagonist?
He's the dad of the baby.
Okay.
I couldn't think of what's the lead. That's the word.
You were just throwing out words, and I'm just like, I'm waiting for coherency.
I got none.
So
Hold on, I got your coherent rate. No.
I find this funny
Tommy gun.
because Sunny6 thanks you guys for your excellent work on the shift. And he pays you guys 80 credits.
Each? Or total?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, we ate and ruined about twice that many dishes.
Like,
So.
To be fair, I mean, your failure is more than made up for with my critical success in that serving.
They want me
I mean,
to
tell yourself
tell you
what
in this adventure that 80 credits
is a lot.
divided all between all of you is a lot.
Well, to be fair, the
It's-
subjection is 4 players, so that's 20 each, which is effectively 2 shields. As far as
That's
we're going off of one edition where 20 credits is nothing. Like 20 credits would be 280 credits. Like
yeah, but it's still nothing.
that's not true.
So it's 80 credits among 6 of us. So it's like
Now it was supposed to be 4.
Yeah,
so
but
it'd be
like,
20 for 4 hours of work.
that's 2 pieces of gold.
Yeah.
It's nothing. Especially when a bullet costs a silver per
Yes.
round.
Yes. But
She will never have any money for anything.
no, you're looking at the economy wrong.
Yeah, no, well, because the economy is wrong.
Yeah, the economy. The economy of an adventure is never good.
So how long are we here? Does it need? Never mind.
4 hours.
We're not taking money from the register.
Yeah. Well, I mean, do what you want.
No, we're not.
This is a one shot, so
They
we don't really
paid
care.
us, so
So,
is that 20?
They
you
kind
said?
of like us.
like,
Let's keep it that way.
No, yeah, we're not taking any money.
like, the only thing I have it to compare it to is if you do your own earn income. Like, you would spend the whole day and earn much less than this.
Yeah. That's what I was
But-
I was basing it off of like a day job's economy.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's an adventurer's economy is
Jules
terrible.
gets 15, everybody else gets 13.
Oh, do we have the
What?
track? 1-3 on the back.
Let's see,
We have extra credits. I'll add it to
20 a
the
person,
demi-plane.
so-
It's 13 a person.
1-3.
well, I know, but
You said I get 15.
how they were
Yeah.
doing it for 4 people. So right now we got 6. So we're going to go
120.
20 credits a person.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Since we did 2 more people's worth of work, technically as well.
It's not like
20
the
credits.
experience is changing.
Cool.
I mean,
20
hey,
credits
I can
is like
afford some gear that I
4
wanted
days
that
of
I
work
couldn't
for,
buy.
like- I know. But bullets aren't something a lot of people would just buy. You know
I
what
do.
mean?
You do if you're running through it with automatic fire.
Again, an adventurer's economy is not a
Yeah.
person's economy.
I'm just
Like people in Akiton could work their whole lives and not make 20 credits.
I
I
brought
get it, I get it.
No, I'm saying I brought this up in chat. People are like,
Yeah.
"Oh, by the time you hit 2nd level, you'll get 400 gold." And I was like,
No,
400
no,
credits, and I was
no.
like, I'm like, if that's the truth, then yeah, sure.
Yeah. No.
Well,
not
I
worth going
think
after.
would save it are things like what the gunslinger has in 2nd edition, munitions crafter.
Yeah.
Which is you just make your own free ammunition every day.
Yeah.
And I think at some point it'll probably be something like that.
You know, I just
Um,
love the idea of Obadiah just going, yeah, go name this one.
There's a whole bunch of random have names on a bullet. I got your name right here.
Oh, they're
Well, and
not
that's the thing
random.
too. Like,
My name
all
is Jeff.
projectiles are 1 credit.
All what?
All projectiles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It's just like a crossbow bolt, a
Yeah.
whatever bolt. It just,
Yeah. A 45,
Yeah.
Oh,
a 50 cal and a 9mm have the same price.
which is
Bullshit. I know, and that's.
I think it's okay having the projectile all be a single cost, but not so expensive. Or maybe
Well, I
have
don't
like
like
a
that
cluster.
they're independent. I think they need to be. I guess it's harder
Like
for
grouped
clips 'cause-
into the most expensive.
Well,
and
they
medium
used to
and
be.
the
They
cheap.
used to be like it used to be based upon the type of weapon. Like there used to be small arms, heavy weapons, sniper rifles, long arms, which were
Yeah,
like rifles.
and then like energy weapons would use.
Well, sniper
battery
and
packs
long
some
were in
other
the
stuff,
same
Yeah.
category.
No, they were two different weapons.
No,
They have
I'm
the
pretty
same
sure.
ammo.
Yeah.
Do they have the same ammo?
In
Yes.
first edition.
Okay.
In first edition, sniper and long rifle were the same.
Okay.
And then I think you had
Heavy weapons was one.
Yeah, I
Small
think
arms.
And
And then you got into some really weird stuff like rockets and bolts and arrows and all
Well,
of that
incendiaries,
stuff.
they were. You had to buy them independent. Yeah. Which made
But
sense.
I mean, it was still very cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like it'd be 25 credits for a grenade in first
well,
edition.
It was
Yeah.
cheap until you got to the missiles, but that's
Correct.
why the missiles were high level weapons. It's
It's like level
only
12 and they did
10,000
78
credits.
damage. You're like, Jesus Christ.
And you're like, yeah, I can afford that.
That's why Tyler only had one shot.
Yeah.
That's why Aletha stuck with.
Well, that's why I can't wait until we get high
Projectile
levels in
guns.
Bloodlords, because I'm like, I have the purchase technically 3. The plan is all 3 of the purchase feats, but I also have the talisman and the scroll esoterica. So it's just like, here's a free scroll, here's a free talisman, I just pulled this 1,200 gold item out of my bag. I just happen to have this in my purse. Like, Demetrius is gonna be
Like
so
Mary
much fun.
Poppins.
Yeah, but that's the whole. That day one, I was like, yeah, she's like Mary Poppins, but fucking dead.
Okay.
And determined to hit on a skeleton.
No,
So-
you're a pet.
Getting you out.
The next what are the next places we can go?
You can go to the corner bodega, the community
Oh, gee.
center.
Yeah, the community center was the other one that Martineau was interested in because it's the
okay.
high traffic area with information.
Yeah.
Wasn't there like a down below area too?
Well, that's where we were.
Oh, you were there.
There
Okay.
are the lower shipyards.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
another place.
I want to go to those last because we might actually be able to get to the shipyards from there.
Good point.
Excuse me. Wasn't there something?
Yeah, we're supposed to go check out a ship.
That's what it was.
We're supposed to go check out a ship, but we needed the upper shipyards.
Yeah.
Well, we can get to the lower shipyards and take a ship to the upper, shipyards,
yeah,
or out to the ship itself.
correct.
How many times can we get Casey to say ship?
A
3
lot.
more times. Don't ship yourself.
Meow.
Yeah.
All
Ah,
right.
you made me ink. All right.
Well, this is fun. I like that description. Anyway,
Community
so
center.
you guys go to the community center. It says overgrown vegetable gardens surround this flat-roofed, dilapidated building. Looks like it's made from slabs of corrugated metal haphazardly welded together. Cheerful paintings of human Vesk, Sheeran, and Asoki children holding hands, working together in the garden beneath the smiling sun adorn the
It's a
outer
small
walls.
space station after all.
And while you're taking all this in, this description, steely female human retiree grabs you all by the ears and says, "It's about time you got here. Now get to work."
Sorry, Mom. Wait, what? What?
And she shoves you into jobs. So,
Ow, 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 ow.
We get paid for this one?
let's see. Of course not. You agreed to do it pro bono.
Yeah.
She shows you, like, she flashes a datapad, and you're like,
It's got your signature on it.
it's probably there. Like,
It's like, You know that's not even me, right?
Your spell is like, yeah, that is my fingerprint. So you're like, don't know when this happened.
That's the problem. I do know when that happened. That was 5 timelines back. I didn't do it in this timeline.
So,
Yes. Well, what do we gotta do?
all right. So you can work on the garden. You can go
Oh.
teach. You can teach first aid.
Hey!
You can do
Yeah.
community support.
So what does teaching entail?
Teaching is a performance check to lead story time, a lore check to recall knowledge on the subject matter that you want to teach about. These
You
are
teach about the
for
place you're all living in.
children. So you gotta keep it exciting.
Hey, I'm really good at physical science, and I'm an electrician.
Nice.
I can make really cool light things.
Well, we'll see what the dice say.
We will see what the dice say.
What do you got?
Well, okay. That is a 28
I mean, technically speaking.
with a natural 20. It's not like I can get higher than that, so.
These kids are gonna love you.
They are.
What I love the most about this is they have every success condition outlined for me except for critical success. So apparently, there's no amount of being awesome that can impress these children too much.
That tracks.
That's
Uh,
apparently.
The children are
The success
attentive and
condition is they
engaged.
don't beat you up. They don't throw shit at you.
They're like, oh yeah, this is neat. Lights, we like that.
Cool. I got a. Oh shit, math. 24 medicine.
Let's see, for doing the first aid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So handful of residents have minor injuries and illnesses.
I tell the old lady that grabbed me by the ear that she has cancer.
Mhm.
Like, you have melanoma. You
Does
should
she?
get that checked out.
Well, she does now. He was right.
Oh shit.
I'm like, oh, yeah.
my
like-
my
I mean, I
my
violate
pet-
every HIPAA law on the planet.
my pet Petra, who can smell cancer in patients.
I'm like, no, I can't smell it. Trust me, I don't have that kind of smell. But I
No,
do have a
I-
spell, and it's, yeah, you have melanoma. Sorry.
Oh no.
Couldn't see it through all the red skin she has. Let's see.
It's right there.
Get the operative to just cut it out.
Uh-huh.
Battle medicine.
Yeah, if she needs
Well,
that.
I've got a puzzle blade you can use if you need
Nice.
something sharp.
Yeah, I don't think I added any kind of
my
blades.
dice
He's just
sheet.
got a gun.
Well, like I said, I got a puzzle blade.
I got a zero.
Puzzle
knife.
blades are fun.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm like,
Good dice. There we go.
they just have all these things kind of strapped to me randomly, and then, oh, those are really cool.
Yeah.
I know. Click, 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 click.
Obadiah's just
Oh.
walking around with an AK.
It's like, you want to check out this gun?
Have you seen?
Obadiah field strips and cleans a gun in front of the children. Pay attention, kids.
Remember to keep safety on.
That's right.
Oh, I mean, you probably don't see some of the gun channels I see, but I watched a guy named Brandon Herrera. He
Yeah.
made an AK, a 50 caliber AK.
Jesus.
I mean, you watch that thing fire in slow mo, and you're
45
like
or a
watching
50
this
cal,
barrel do
Judge?
this. I'm like,
break your wrist.
that is not supposed to happen.
There is, you can bond with someone over shooting. That's part of community support, if you wanted to attempt that.
I think you should.
Yeah. What does she got to roll?
Make a successful range attack roll.
Ooh. Range attacks. You're adding that.
Mine.
Mm-hmm. Come on, that 20. Yeah, close.
17.
17.
It's like successful against what?
She shoots a kid.
Accidentally shoot a kid.
I mean, hitting level 2, that would actually fail to hit me now.
Well, I'm kind of curious. What's your class DC?
17.
9. 19.
I kind of like that more because that
Shock
makes
about
sense with your gun.
19.
No, that's your AC.
What
So
is
your
he?
class DC's down here.
Wow.
See where it says?
Class DC. Yeah.
It's almost like there's English on the paper.
So,
Yeah.
We don't speak English here. We speak bad English here.
That's
Yeah. They're 2 different languages.
They
Do you
are.
understand the words that come out of my mouth? Man, ain't nobody understand the words that come out of your mouth.
so there's an old retired Vesk soldier named Ozdabaki. And,
Is that your Uncle Oz?
Yeah.
and
Nephew Obo.
you
Niece,
can-
niece.
He's set
You
up
just
like a
assumed my
target
gender?
range.
Yeah. Sorry, Liz.
And so Obadiah is like, yeah, okay, I can hit that. He tries to be like real gentle and hit once, and it misses.
Oh no.
And then Obadiah is just like, just hold down the trigger,
Full auto.
which of course hits it, and it's like, yeah, that was awesome. Feels a
That's what we
little-
call pray and spray.
Feels a little cheaty to use that many bullets, but you did it.
That's what I did in the
Target's
army.
riddled full of them.
That's okay. She just worked 4 hours and made enough to load her whole clip.
And now it's all gone.
There's one target. There was only 2 bullets.
Oh, it doesn't use the rest of the
No,
magazine?
it's double the number of targets in the field.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like the full auto from first edition.
What would you like to do?
That would make it expensive real quick.
Yeah.
I started looking at this and I'm like, I am just.
Are you
I can
drinking
teach
ibuprofen?
about nature is about it.
Sure.
Shoot your ball nature down.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the smell it. Yeah.
So the
I just got- I
kids
just-
Oh,
learn
yeah, I'm a
about
boxer. I know all about,
electricity, and then you
saline.
come
I just got hit
in.
with this massive wave.
14 nature.
I'm so half and half about this drink. Like
What?
I'm so half and half about this drink because I take a sip and my body is like.
Yeah, your
but then
body
I
rejects
swallow
it.
Like the aftertaste is good, but
Well,
the
the,
rest
the
of it,
rejection is just that it's Fanta.
you didn't
But
speed
I
up.
mean, feel free
I,
to.
see, I thought it was gonna be like a caramel apple or like a green apple,
Yeah, that haunted apple made me think it was gonna be like a sour.
and with the color being green.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright.
And then I took a sip and I was like, it tastes faintly like a
Did I
cinnamon
fail or
bear
pass?
with an apple punch at the end, and it's not pleasant,
Which
but
is
it's
why
not
I'm like-
unpleasant. It's weird.
I hate cinnamon.
So
Yeah.
after a
Cinnamon bear.
super exciting lesson, you come in all monotone and talk about pistols, stamens, and bullets, and how they interact with plants, and the children are bored.
Did you say pistol, stamens, and bullets?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to make sure I was confused for a
Yeah,
valid
yeah.
reason.
The 3 genders.
I identify as a gun.
I identify as full auto.
I
I'm a
identify.
Mandalorian. Weapons are my religion.
I identify as a long-range hole puncher.
Honestly, have you seen the DeWalt?
No wonder you have 47 wives.
Have you seen the DeWalt home defense kit?
Oh yeah.
It's glorious.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
They'll learn anything you want to teach them. So,
That's a
who would
terrifying
agree?
statement.
So I think that he'd be pretty bored doing anything but teaching these kids how to drive something.
Yeah.
And he's got drift lore that he's trained in, drifting, piloting, basically.
Drift is like
Sorry, that is extra dimensional space that
Oh.
which you pilot through.
So
that's cool though. Teach
did we
that.
not write pilot on
You should
here
teach
then?
that though.
Piloting is down here.
Oh, yeah. Let's
Yeah.
teach him piloting.
Oh,
Drifting.
you do
Just
that.
sorry, I was
them.
excited
yeah,
to
yeah,
get
yeah,
some
sorry.
tricks in here.
Sorry.
No, he's like, I'm gonna Absalom drift.
You can
Yeah.
do that with piloting.
But you can drift with piloting.
Yeah.
Here?
It's different name.
So let's go for.
But that's technically what so drift. It gets the terminology from the same root origin. So drifting is an
Out in
arc
space.
or a form of movement. Yeah, and drifting an arc is you're folding space and moving through it. Same concept, different mechanics.
Ooh. Well, that's a medium. So
Paying too much torque. I'm like, that explodes.
16 for piloting, and then also performance. This is gonna
Well,
go.
it's usually just one skill.
Oh well, good because performance wouldn't be so nice.
What? So, like, you, like, shove Bob out of the way, and the children are like, thank you.
Thank Bob.
And you're like, and for this career day, we're going to talk about flying.
Come on, Bob. We got tomatoes to pick.
And so,
We have what to make?
Tomatoes to pick.
Oh,
and so you,
I thought
Because
I
I
was gonna-
think that's
Do
about
they
the only
have,
thing
like-
you're going to be useful for,
you can go through everything from, like,
which is weird.
maneuvers in vehicles to starship maneuvers to, like, you can go through the whole thing. You can focus however you want.
He's like, this one time
the
I made a
kids
Kessel
love it.
run in 12 parsecs. And you're like, that's a unit of distance.
That's the reason it's using a distance.
Yeah, I don't know. Do they got anything that they can actually ride around here? Simulators, anything?
Let him ride on the back. Oh, no, you are the Barathu. Never mind.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Like,
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
hey, I'm going to pretend to be.
well, because they can like shift a little their shape and stuff.
Like,
I don't know if that's like touching the children too much. But
there would be, like,
Oh, shit.
I'll say that they can
You
get
were age
all.
for a
I
second?
almost went dad mode for a moment.
It's not that kind of stream, Jules.
They can all log into the hit.
We would go to
online
prison.
Space simulator.
Yes, we
I'm
would.
better than that.
Final
you know
Fantasy 14.
all right,
That's his new
And
y'all.
so you're like, it's basically like this.
I'm gonna teach them some
You
cheat
turn
codes
18,
then,
you join
like
the fans,
you know,
and
so
they
they can
call
always get the
1,000
high
a
score.
year.
Oh yeah. You're like, they're never prepared for this maneuver.
Uh huh.
Like,
Yeah.
Always
can't
trick-
judge.
It'll be like the barrel
I did
roll
some
into
terrible shit when I was a
180.
kid.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, and I did mean when she was an adult.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So like 30 kids are like,
Yeah, we heard
we're
the
gonna be
quantitative.
best." Let's see. We get everyone. Yep.
I'm going to teach them how to play Brutaris.
All right.
Of course you are.
Have fun with that.
And I will heal their wounds. When they get,
I'll just start like, here's a knife, here's some body spikes. Oh, no. I'm hero pointing that?
Oh.
No. You know what? We're going to let that stand.
See what happens.
you're just
8.
making, yeah, you're just making rules up.
Sports lore.
After handing them, what did you say again?
Knives. So Brutaris is
so you
football
taught them-
with weapons.
You taught them boxing chess?
So you're all getting into it, and they're just like, yeah.
See, this is how you take a knee.
No, he's not teaching the rules. He's just spouting off information about players. And they're like, this is boring. I want to learn how to play the game. I don't care about Ronaldo.
Well, it's more like we play this in the alley all the time.
Oh,
It's
that's
not
fair.
News.
That's
Like,
fair.
Ooh.
It's like trying
like-
to teach handball to kids who are like Little League baseball players. They're like, handball's what?
We all know electric oves are banned.
You're teaching Magic the Gathering, but using all illegal
Like-
cards. They're like, these are all banned.
Like, basically, the kids know more about the sport than you do.
Which is concerning because I used to play this sport.
Yeah, but that's called CTE,
And, like, they
traumatic
start,
brain injury.
Oh.
like, there's one nerdy kid in the back who starts spouting off your stats and going, you were bombed here.
Oh no!
No wonder you retired. You're
Yeah.
a hack.
In
My
fact-
dad said you cost him the game.
Well, your daddy is a liar.
Been
No,
playing-
lawyer.
We've been playing Fantasy Brutaris, and you're no one's pick.
One time we were playing Bataris, and I had to pick you, and I just went home instead.
These kids are brutal.
Take 1d4 psychic
Yeah,
damage from
seriously,
vicious
right?
mockery.
That's what Jeff was
How old are they?
That kid's
They're
level-
6-year-olds, so it's accurate.
Yeah. It's not a lie.
Third graders, they're mean to you, but it's accurate.
Surprisingly
Ha ha
accurate.
ha ha ha! Look at that man with his feminine waist. That's the thing I'm sensitive about.
It might be a tumor. It's not a tumor.
Little tumor.
You would have been fine if you got over your psychological break from using weapons, but no, you couldn't use them again.
Wow.
Oh man, I feel demoralized.
All right. Well, give me your character sheet. Who are you playing next week? Holy shit.
I'm playing Bronson.
He's like, I don't know who gets to beat these children on the regular.
Right.
I'm making that character. What happened to the orphanage? Cool guys, don't look at explosions.
I was gonna say, what happened to the orphanage? They rolled initiative.
Not just the men, but the women and children too.
They rolled initiative.
Oh, you're
They
playing
knew
a
what they were doing.
Solarian?
Yeah, right.
Oh,
Graviton only Solarian.
And none of them had a last name.
oh my god.
Wow.
Oh, I'm definitely effed up right now. Holy shit.
No, all I'm thinking now is LFG comics. You're like, you destroyed that orphanage. In my defense, they attacked first.
Oh, that out of context. I play Skyrim on Monday evenings. Join and watch. I watch a lot of shorts because I'm looking for things that I can remember my own shorts for. And this guy was doing a playthrough, and the one mod he has is the you can kill children mod.
Oh yeah,
'Cause normally you can't.
yeah, no, in all Bethesda
So
games.
he went in, and in the Dark Brotherhood, you meet the boy. You have to go and kill the lady who runs the orphanage in Riften.
Yeah.
And I don't remember exactly what he did, but he hit the wrong. He's a half mage.
Oh,
so
no.
sword and mage.
Yeah.
And he had the wrong spell. Normally he does sword and restoration.
Uh-huh.
And he had the wrong spell in, and he went to do restoration because he was hitting her, and he hit like 2 children with the flame, and they died.
Oh no.
And of course it goes bounty, and he goes, well, I have to kill the rest because they're witnesses.
yeah.
And it was,
It's a slippery slope.
well, they can't attack you.
No.
So they're just sitting there, but they're witnesses because
Yeah.
they count. And he's like,
Yeah.
huh. So it's like 30 seconds, and he goes, well, and then it ends there, and I'm like, oh no. Well, I know what I'm doing for my next
It's okay,
playthrough.
Jules. We all do that.
What, snort?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, we do.
It's cute when girls do it. When guys do it.
When guys do it, there's pigs.
When guys do it, your wives make you have a CPAP.
So, with the classroom in full riot, and
surprised
you
I haven't
huddling in the
snorted yet.
corner,
As much as we've been laughing.
the woman who brought you all in,
The lady with cancer. Yeah.
and she like grabs like some treats and just starts throwing them, and she's like, "Get out of here now! This is your chance! Go, go!"
Oh, yeah. Run.
He's like, let me have one of them treats, and just finds the kid and just pegs him in the head. He's
Make
like,
arrangements.
here, have a candy.
I
My
think
mother
that deserves
throws
an
harder.
attack roll.
I'm going to do take them alive so you don't have a non-lethal penalty.
Alright, give me a attack roll.
+1 for get them.
It's not a crit, but thank goodness.
It might be. They're
It
children.
still might be a crit.
How'd you do?
You shouldn't act in.
I'm trying to think what's my proficiency is 2, so 17 with the get 'em.
Alright. So, you being the kid, and they're like, "Get him!" And they start coming for you. And
Just in the vegetable garden with the tomatoes. Like, yep.
You guys have heard those questions, right? Well, who would you rather fight, like 10 100-year-olds or 110-year-olds?
Oh,
110-year-olds.
And then,
Well, you just selected the 110-year-olds, and I'm just in the garden eating a tomato, going, "Oh, this just got good," and I don't have any popcorn for it. I'll make do with the
Reminds me,
vegetable.
would you rather fight 100 zombie-sized chickens or 100 chicken-sized zombies?
Oh, in Minecraft. I was like, what? Oh yeah.
Chicken-sized zombies.
What is it?
So baby zombies.
What is it? It's 10 duck-sized horses or 1 horse-sized duck.
Honestly, 1 horse-sized duck
Not in a million years.
sounds terrifying.
Yeah, I was gonna say not. I know ducks.
You cut me off. You didn't let me finish.
No, you're right. You're right.
I'm gonna let you finish, but Kanye West is the best.
but
I would love to see Kanye West do that to her now, because then you get blindsided by Travis Kelce. Like, oh shit.
Well, I saw a meme was like, Taylor Swift has enough money to buy Kanye West and still have money over. I'm like, and someone goes, I didn't know that was still allowed.
I think that was Bert Kreischer. It was Bert and Tom on. Yeah, I was like, I don't think that's so loud.
Oh, friggin' Bert.
Oh my god.
so as you beat the
Oh
kids,
wow!
the kids
Wow.
are like, yeah,
We're banned.
and she sighs and hits a panic button.
Oh, yes.
And turrets with footwear-shaped holes come out, and they just start pelting the kids with sandals.
Chanclas. It's like it's got one of those like thrower arms. It just goes like this, like a football, and it's just.
It's a disc
chanclas.
frisbee.
Oh
shooter.
no!
Yeah.
When they're sideways, they
Yeah.
hurt worse.
Get that? Yeah.
Oh no!
And he goes, finally, I got a pair.
They all have striking runes on them.
Oh Jesus.
I'm
came
collecting
prepared.
those.
And sturdy because they're also half
Plus
shields.
2d6 chancla.
Yeah, can we?
Alright, so she takes all of you out here. She gives you 2 commercial med patches
You're out
and
of
a
frame.
tactical hypo pen. You're gonna need this.
Med patches and a hypo pen.
Yep. You're gonna need this to get through the rest of the
There you
day.
go.
I know what it's like.
And what kind of hypo pen?
Tactical.
Tactical.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
And then for Darvis, here's some mag boots.
Ooh.
Cool. Cool.
I don't know how you built them, but I don't want them.
Well, you see,
Don't.
when you got it. Apologies.
Each mag boot has about 7 tomatoes inside.
Oh.
Like I didn't have a basket. Here you go.
I didn't realize the time frame. So that was several days that you were.
Oh.
Jesus.
at-
Oh.
So each of the lessons you guys gave was like
like a
the
whole
lesson
day.
of the day. You were the one.
That'd be a
Like-
long day.
It wasn't meant to be the effects of a critical failure, but it just kind of spiraled that way because it
Yeah.
was funny.
It's fine with me.
They were just bored by you. I'm like, no. Alright. Let's see. Other list of places again. Let's see.
Let's go to the bodega.
Corner bodega.
Corner bodega.
Knickknacks.
No, bodega.
tenement block,
Time to go to the bodega.
bodega. Alright. Wedged into a space on a noisy street corner. A hard light curtain shimmers in a crumbling stone archway. The room inside has the atmosphere and architecture of a sun-baked desert temple, but it's crammed with disordered shelves and bins overflowing with brightly wrapped snack packages, colorful bottles, and sundry goods. A glossy gray squawks basks in the artificial sunlight, draped over the contents of a fruit display. A reinforced glass booth faces the door at the opposite end of the tiny room. Inside, a towering worker in flowing silk garments and glittering jewelry busies herself with some task.
Hello. My name is Jeff.
Hi. My name's Manny. How you doing?
Doing good.
Good.
Let's see. For everyone's reference, Manny is a showbad.
Oh.
So,
I kind of figured.
in the sense of how small this shop is, like Showbat being large, she is in a little 5x5 room, just crammed in there.
That's
Hey,
unpleasant.
that's what I got.
Okay.
For those at home actually watching us, Shobed are very similar to Tharks from John Carter.
Oh,
They're just red. That's about the only difference.
Like they're furred, as I recall.
No,
Let me go see a Showbat real quick.
no, Shobed are not furred. They wear furs, but they're not furred.
Are you familiar with John Carter?
Showbads are like Goro, right?
Well, they're very much just a ripoff of Tharks.
Well, the Tharks are a ripoff of the Three Creek.
The Three King?
How can
No.
something that
No, because
Oh,
No.
it was written in like post Civil War.
yeah,
That's right.
John
Well,
Carter's
It was written in the early 1900s. It was
Yes.
based in the Civil War. It
Yeah.
wasn't written during the
Yeah,
Civil War.
I know I said post Civil War. So while yes, I'm an idiot, I am technically correct.
Yeah, oh yeah, I think yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Three Creens were probably based off of them.
yes.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
they got
Because
big
Formians
pelts,
and Three Creens, yeah, are
pale to green skin, 4 arms.
yeah.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
thinking of something else.
No, they literally are like Tharks.
Yeah.
And those are Tharks.
Oh yeah, I remember those.
So yeah, I mean,
We make a lot of pop culture references.
I mean honestly, I think the movie John Carter did not
No,
get
it was
the
amazing.
attention it
The
deserved.
one done
It
by
was
Disney.
Barsoon is by far my favorite fantasy literature of all time.
The one done by Disney was done really, really well. All the other ones, oh my dear goodness.
What do you mean?
I have seen 5 different iterations of it. There was one where they have an American sniper from Afghanistan as John Carter.
Wow, I didn't know about that one.
Oh, it's bad.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm a huge fan of that series, and I've only ever seen John Carter of Mars.
Oh,
I'm not familiar with any other iteration of. I'm sure they exist. I just haven't. looked
yeah,
that
they're
hard.
all remakes. I was like, oh,
Oh,
this
they're-
looks fascinating. I was like, this looks very much like, oh, this is John. Oh, it's done with an American sniper, and the acting's not even good. Oh,
Huh.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like
It looked like
mine-
it was done on a blue screen.
like,
They didn't have enough money for a green screen.
So that was,
What I felt like the misstep with the movie was in their trailers they just blared John Carter and expected you to know, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what's happening?
Well,
Do
Disney-
I
Yeah.
want to see this
Well, there
movie?
needed to
And
be a
they're like,
precursor.
John Carter. That's all we can say.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
There are times where Disney just does not know how to market things.
Yeah, that one was terrible.
What I understand is they
Well, they didn't
purposely mismarketed it. They wanted
they
it to
didn't,
fail.
They didn't spend any money on the marketing.
Hmm.
They had a budget, and they said, nah.
Because they were in the market to buy Star Wars, and they were trying to do that, and John
Yeah.
Carter would have just gotten in the way.
They asked for $75 million for promotion, and they got, I think it was like
All right,
40
so
million,
yeah.
and they just said, yeah, we won't spend any.
Do you need any help?
well, there's something in the basement. I suppose you could take care of that.
Is it
Bet
a
we could.
crocodile with no eyes?
I'm not sure. That's probably something small though. Maybe a rat. Maybe rat.
A rat
Something
with no
that's
eyes?
small to a Shabbat is like,
Yeah.
Is as
the
big
Rat
as
King.
me. Or bigger.
But Manny's store sells her legendary dumplings.
are they dumplings or dumples?
Dumplings. And sundry goods and ammunition, along with Consumable magic items, med patches, hypopens, serums, and other consumables. Third level and lower.
All right. Well, hey, show us to your basement as I pull my
Yeah, after
crossbow
spending
off my back and
6 days with
load it.
kids, I just want to kill
She
something.
kind of blushes and is like, "Oh, so forward." And it's like, "Over there, young adventurer."
What is this? Get smart.
She's
The
never
flour
had-
sacks in back are quite
I was
comfortable.
Like, Casey's character is about to take an arrow to the knee. That's a silver. Ah!
No, please.
Hey, sometimes you get
I'm
married
not
and
into
you don't
muscle
have a
mummies
choice.
that are twice my
Ask Bob.
size.
She's never been in an RPG before. She's just run a little bodega.
Ah.
Everyone else is just like, "Oh, so you want a contract through my company or something?"
See, I'm into muscle mommies. Andy is she's a broad-shouldered woman and she has nice
I
biceps.
stopped looking when she got married, so
No, that's totally fine. I didn't stop looking. I
I
looked
hope
more when I
not.
got married.
Yeah,
It's your
that's
wife.
I know. I'm just saying. Like,
Oh no, that terrible joke. that made me think of it. It goes, wife is trying to hit on her husband, and he's like, "Leave me alone," and she's like,
I want to go on a date.
"Yeah, I'm trying to go on a date." He goes, "No, I'm married." And
I
she
don't
goes,
date
yeah,
married
to me.
men.
And he goes, "Doesn't matter. I'm still married."
I don't date married women.
Yeah, that's it. It's one of those stupid like literalist memes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't date married women. I'm your wife. Yeah, you're still married. So am I. Leave me alone.
So you go into the basement. Stone steps follow filtered light into a tomb-like hall of worked stone.
Workstone. I like stone.
Three
Yes, but not from
mismatched
heat.
doors line the wall.
From paint?
One door is blocked
like,
by a stone slab
Pain and stress.
with
and
no
other stuff
obvious
that's making my body flash.
hinges
Yeah.
or lock. Another is an auto door with an electrical control pad. And the third is an iron portcullis with a lock matching the key that Manny dispensed to you.
Is there a like a two pair of goblins in here? One tells the truth. One lies.
I kill one. Is that one dead? No.
There
That
are
was a liar.
2 animatronic goblins by the portcullis. Yes.
Seriously?
No.
There now. Stop
I
making
was
shit
like-
up.
But I'm like, that's a good idea. We're putting them in.
Okay, if it fits within the storyline, do whatever.
Gibson takes the key and opens the third lock, and kind of like kicks open the door.
It doesn't work.
Make an athletics check.
It's the wrong key. It's the only one I have. No, I guess we got to try thievery checks.
Well, I don't have that.
I have that.
I do, but I couldn't frickin' afford the tool.
Tools.
God.
They're
That's what it was. I
expensive.
couldn't.
Well, I
afford
had
the
to
tools.
buy a herbalism kit or healer's kit or whatever the hell it was. And I was like, well, that's the rest of my credits.
Yeah.
Can't be a doctor without it, apparently.
Oh, yeah. Does it, that reminds me? Does Manny have a? What was it? What was it? It was a hacking kit.
Yeah.
And
I
how
think it's
much did it
200
cost?
credits.
No.
No, the commercial one's like 10. It's not.
Oh, not
The
bad.
low grade ones that don't add anything are like 10
Yeah.
or 15. But yeah, the second ones that add one and allow certain things once per day, hundreds. 100,
yeah.
200, or
They're
300,
stupid.
depending on certain things. And then it's thousands for the high end ones. You're like, come on!
I don't.
I know.
Some of the things just don't make sense to be
A lot of the things don't
upgradable.
make sense.
Yeah.
Like I upgrade my sword. Okay, I made it shinier.
I think upgrades are supposed to be like the new fusions.
Well, they're supposed to be like runes.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
but your weapons don't have levels, and there are some that are leveled, but you have to upgrade them through runes, fusions, and other things, and then certain features say of your weapon's level. So almost all weapons are like 0, 1, 2, something like that, and they don't go much higher. And of course, that may be a purview of
Yeah.
the playtest.
20 credits.
Yeah.
That's what it. Okay. We'll come back to that.
Yeah.
I'll throw you 20 credits.
Nah, we'll come back to that.
We only start with 150. I was like, I have light armor, a shield, a weapon, and a kit, and that's all I got.
So opening the door does what?
Well, I'm going to be honest. It took a bit of time to figure out what exactly was going on. Because they didn't seem very exact about anything. Opening door reveals that there's this storage area with crates, and part of what you're doing that I didn't get is just cleaning and sorting this area up.
Okay.
And then just
so-
keeping our eye out for anything that happens to.
and that she knows there's something crawling around.
She's gonna take a giant metal plate and go, "Get out of here, ghosts! Go away, shoo!"
Shoot fly, don't bother me.
And then the giant metal plate.
Uh huh.
Yeah, that wasn't a metal plate. It was the top of the sarcophagus. So everybody roll initiative.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, that's better.
That's not terrible.
It's garbage because I have penalties.
That's your fault.
I don't get how wisdom tells me what my initiative is.
It's how perceptive you are to your environment.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you can use it other things. You just have to say, I'm using other things.
Is it just flat your wisdom?
It's fighting
No,
your perception.
it's your perception.
oh.
It's wisdom
Perception.
modifier plus your
Oh.
Yeah, but
perception.
unless you're actively saying, "Oh, hey,"
Like I did.
and you have to know the system, be able
Yeah,
to game the
that's your
system, and it's
default.
kind of frustrating.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
but that's true. of
Except
any
in every game except for Brian's games, I have never had a GM go, "Okay, it's anything other than your perception." I'm like, well, can I do
Well,
this?
in
No,
the-
you can't
in
do
the
that.
CRB, it says
I know.
you have to tell them.
But I don't have GMs doing that.
Yeah, but tell them.
That's bad GM.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm saying it's like,
Yeah, well, but that's not a fault of the system. The system has to presume there's a base, and that's it. Like, what else would you apply it to? Intelligence?
dexterity,
Why?
speed, quickness,
Yeah, but
fastness,
it doesn't apply.
agility.
Like a
Dexterity doesn't
reflex?
have anything to do with your speed except for reflexes. And now I get that, and I absolutely agree that if you have a high dexterity, there should be a skill feat or like a perception feat that then just applies dexterity to it instead of wisdom, as like reactionary.
And,
or
I'm
reactive or
not saying
something,
just
yeah.
because D20 standard is dexterity. I'm saying there are many games where they use the
Correct.
speed skill to go
Correct.
first.
Okay. Well, what are we in? 19.
14.
Do we need a map?
Gibson also has 19.
we're gonna do this with the map. There's,
I was like, because I have a little.
I don't think these
I have an
enemies
8 by
are gonna
11.
survive for very long.
Okay.
Sorry.
8,
So if it's
19.
that small, he's in my zone.
Yeah.
19.
19.
11.
Bob?
18.
Gibson.
19.
Wow, how many of us got a 19?
Just
Three.
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 Alright. So
Anyway.
we'll do these things in order as they appear. Okay, so you pull off this plate and go, "Ghost, go away." And the ghost has something to say. Shadowy hands crawl out from the box of the that you just removed the lid from, and give me a fortitude save.
Just Jeremiah?
Yeah.
Or, okay.
19.
Alright, so you take 3 void damage.
Oh no.
What the heck is void damage?
It's like
Negative.
negative energy damage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So,
Vitality is positive.
Oh.
now. But they call
Oh,
it
that's right, because they
Yeah.
had to get rid of religious overtones.
correct.
well.
Well, no, because they have
wizardly
holy and unholy now as well
overtones.
in Pathfinder. Yeah, it's dumb.
Well, they have in Starfinder here so far.
Okay.
Not that it does much. All right. And then I don't know if it's comically or not, but it also says it happens to a person who touched something in the basement first, which happens to be the same person. So, give me a reflex save, Gibson.
Woo! Hero pointing that.
What was your result?
Give me a second.
You
Oh, my
rolled
first
one.
result was 9.
Okay. 9 would have been a failure.
Yeah. 19.
Okay, so
Do I have to tell you the result before I spend the hero point?
it helps because I can tell you what the result is.
Okay,
So
okay.
you
Hero
could
points
be
you can
like,
use before or after,
Okay.
depending on, and it's
you can
just
be like,
nice.
I can take a failure.
Yeah.
I won't take a critical failure, but you know. So you take 3 damage as a bunch of crates fall on top of you.
Okay, so 6 damage
total.
down.
Yeah.
And then, drawn by all the noise, are a pair of skittering creatures. Look vaguely bug-like.
Okay.
And
More grubs.
Makra. Those make a delicious stew.
let's see.
Get
We'll,
'em,
we'll
quick.
name this one after you.
Just shut up and kill them.
Well, it's not my turn.
Darvis stew.
We'll send one towards. Now that Gibson is effectively buried, we'll send one towards our new person, Nebulon, and one towards. What was that? Those kind of look awful. Yeah, 15s. Those are 15 AC.
17 is what he's got.
Yeah, those aren't gonna hit. And small space. Yeah, no. You guys are like, nope, I'm not gonna be eaten by these things. Alright.
It's eat or be eaten tonight.
Well, we've done a lot of eating, so.
Hell, we've got more to do. Because those look delicious.
Might not eat for 2 days again. Just saying.
So, Martin, Darvis, and Gibson, it's among you 3 who wants to go.
I'll go first because, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will get him.
Okay.
Which one?
One of them.
The left one?
Sure. I assume it's within 60 feet of us.
I would hope so.
It's a single room. And then I will. Oh shit! I will pull my weapon out, get him, and then shoot.
Okay.
I forgot that we have to do that in this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna spend a hero point because a 2's not gonna cut it.
Not idly do the leaves of Lothlorien fall. I'm going to do it every time.
I'm gonna learn Elven.
Well, he doesn't say
9
the
on
line
the
in
dice,
Elven,
slightly
Tony.
better. 16.
16 will hit.
Awesome.
Oh, crap.
All right. So because I led by example, I get an additional 3 damage, and you all get an additional 1 damage.
Woo!
Their armor class is reduced by 1, which you took into account, but also for Obadiah, reflex saves are also reduced by 1.
Just silly.
All right. So nice. That's going to be 8 piercing.
Alright. That one dies.
Well, shit.
It's okay.
You did lead by example.
That's okay. But at level 5, I'll be able to use a reaction to be like, go get that one then instead.
Okay, Gibson, then he's going for that left one, and he's like, right one. So an 11.
But Martineau's like, they're really easy to kill, actually, so.
The first one's at 11, and the second one is -5.
Yes.
Or 4 if it's agile. I don't know.
It's not agile. 4.
All right, those are
Good
missed.
job. No.
Okay.
All right, and then Darvis.
Yeah. These. So what does my spell analyze enemy tell me? Analyze target tell me about these.
They're blood type
Since
B.
that's still my
Mm-hmm.
exploration, and I know we're looking for something.
Like the initials on their medical records are GDW.
Okay.
They have their fingerprints on there, of course.
It's
Okay.
understandable.
They look a little weird, but oh well.
Let's see. This one is due in a checkup in about 2 months.
Well, I hope there's no penalty for missing that.
It's
Okay.
a 20 credit penalty.
Sucks to be it.
Why is everything?
Okay, so +8, so that's 17.
17 will hit.
Oh, really? All right, it takes 3 mental damage
Alright.
because I rolled well.
It does take 3 mental damage.
And +1. That's a 6.
Mm-mm.
It was almost a 19.
Big spender.
Alright, Bob.
Trying to remember, vital prism.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I have the 10 hit points and I can give to somebody else.
Yes.
And you're down 6?
That amount has changed since you leveled up. Just remember that.
I think it's 11 now.
Okay. I am down 6.
I'll move, out of the 10, I'd move 6 over to him.
Thank you.
I'll pull out my rifle and shoot at the other one.
Sure.
That is a 23.
Well, that will hit.
Nice.
4 points of fire.
Ooh.
Okay. It's still up.
Whoa.
Well.
It's a laser rifle. So it's
Alright. Nebula.
All right. Nebulo didn't know what he'd be fighting, and he's got a railgun pretty much.
Well, that's fine. That works.
40-foot area. So is there like a unarmed option?
Oh, there's always an unarmed option.
Yeah, is it?
No.
You have no unarmed option.
All right.
Well,
Like,
everybody has an unarmed option. Fist is always an option.
But isn't it like
Everybody has a fist. It's Pathfinder 1 rules as or
Oh.
2 rules as well.
okay?
So
The problem is it's non-lethal, so it takes a -2.
So what you could do is you could grab my puzzle blade, because it's not like I'm going to stop you.
It's still one action to draw.
Sure.
his
It's an
weapon.
action to grab my puzzle
Yeah.
blade, and then you now have a melee weapon.
let me see what your railgun is. So I wasn't sure what your hesitance was with it.
Well, he said it's a 40-foot area. I'm like,
yeah, I feel like you just kind of put
It's
a
a-
hole
That
through
might
all
hit
of the
all of
boxes.
us.
and
It's an automatic burst.
it's in a line, but like
oh, if it's in a line, you might have to move.
Yeah.
Railgun.
Yeah, I don't know enough about the railgun.
so it's called a what's it called?
Zero cannon.
Zero cannon.
Okay, that would be part of it. As I'm like, not seeing.
I
what
mean,
you're talking about.
if it's fine to just disintegrate any boxes behind this thing,
Well, it's a cryo weapon, isn't it?
yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Because it's
You
at
can
0.
get in the position to make sure that the line only hits the creature in the wall. You'll be fine.
All right. I think that's a 14.
I didn't need that piece.
14 will miss. I just want to make sure the line trait is still the same.
Generates from him. It's the same trait in
Well, there's some features that have a line to the target and then do burst.
yeah, this one's just a line.
Yeah. And then I believe it stops at the first target that it successfully hits. And then there's soldier feats later on. You get fucking penetrate. you literally can use a railgun at like level 8. You're like, boom! Duk, 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 duk.
You can do quickly down
Oops.
under.
What's that?
You can do quickly down under.
Yeah. Such a good movie.
It is.
That's all he's got.
I always thought it had 3 different endings to it.
You can do that 3 times.
Has an American ending, an
Well,
Australian
if
ending.
he had to
you
move,
can't.
that's
It's
an
on
3
action.
different places that it looked
It's
like it was
unwieldy.
the end of the movie.
Oh.
And that takes up the other 2.
He
So
did?
moving and then
So did you hit?
unwieldy.
No.
No.
So,
No. Okay.
that's why I wanted to check. You don't make an attack roll.
Yeah, it's off your
Oh.
DC.
Oh.
So what's your class DC?
Your which?
Be
16.
down there.
16.
Okay.
Yeah. You only have a +2 modifier in your class
Yeah.
straight. Okay. I didn't build
Wow.
your character. I don't know.
All right, and then roll 1d10. That's how much damage you'll do.
So also a D4. Aim.
I don't think
Does
it
he
lets
have
me
the
aim this
action?
He
one.
has to spend the action to aim.
If he's
Right.
moving, he has the feat that allows him to move and aim.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah.
went and looked at it though, and I think this particular gun won't let you aim it because it's area or something.
No.
I'd have to look it up.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, look up.
Well, I know because I know that you can aim with auto fire, but I don't know if you can aim with auto fire. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then what's your damage?
8.
Yeah.
4 cold, 4 precision.
Yeah.
Nice.
It freezes up and then it
Shatters.
shatters.
Beautiful morning.
You know that's unusable, right?
Stop dying. Oh shit! He landed.
Hi.
Alright.
I'm gonna throw my arm
Nebula.
across the room.
Don't you dare.
Or
Oboe.
Mortimer.
Mortimer.
Mosiah's up.
What's left?
Yeah, I was like, nothing's left.
The hazards.
Oh, the hazards.
One of them's easy enough to figure out. The fallen grapes, it's just an athletics check to put them back.
Sure.
Yeah. You're adding +5. Come on, Oboe. You do have a hero point. Well, it's 11.
11 would be a failure.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll use my hero point.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Not idly do the leaves of Lothlorien fall!
I'm on Isle of Leaf shit.
That was not idle.
Oh my gosh.
She rolled less.
Okay. So,
Is a 7 a critical failure, and now she's also stuck under the boxes?
not a critical failure. No, but
Close.
you'll just be in danger.
What? A soldier can't use their constitution to move shit? Well, they could do it with armor.
It's a little bit out of order, but
Yeah.
it's funnier to do it just because you were just done with the boxes. So,
Die, Obadiah.
give me,
Oh.
Obadiah, give me a reflex save.
14.
Okay, so you take 6 bludgeoning as more crates fall on you.
Oh, Jesus. Stop juggling crates.
No.
And then, let's see. Gibson, give me a,
My kid's
fortitude
after watching
save.
you fed his dog. Gotta pet that dog.
15.
Yeah, okay, we can do that because of the timeline in this. That's kind of brutal. Alright, so you take 5 void damage and you're drained
do that.
1.
What does that mean?
Your maximum hit points are reduced by the number drained.
Yeah.
So it comes off both.
There you go. Look it up.
How does that get repaired?
Day
What's
of
that?
rest.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, drained sucks.
So you lose hit points equal to your level times the drain. So your max drops by
2.
and then
Yeah.
you lose 2 as well.
Yeah. And if I'm not mistaken, it also applies to all Constitution checks.
I thought it did, but it just does hit points.
Oh, it might be
Okay.
because I know drained is the bane of kineticists.
Yeah. But
Okay.
let's see. But yeah, the box is still whispering and reaching for you, Gibson.
This is a haunt or something, Jesus.
Yeah.
All right.
Pissed off the ghost.
Oh no.
Let's see. So
Well,
you went first. So what would you like to do?
identify
I mean-
the box.
What?
Identify what's in the box and how to stop it.
Yeah, how would I do that?
It'd be occultism, religion, lore, spooky. You can do that untrained.
Do what? Say it again.
You can do lore, spooky, untrained.
Oh, yeah. Well, they're all one, so
Okay. There you go.
all of those are plus ones. Not 20.
Yeah.
Job.
Kill that thing.
21.
I think he's just
Well,
trying
I'm
to
not.
remember it.
I'm learning it.
Nah, kill it.
All right.
I see Patrick Swayze and Demi Moore in the corner, like
Oh.
one of the most romantic scenes of all time. Jeremiah goes, "Ew."
It is only romantic from Patrick Swayze's perspective.
No, and Demi Moore's.
No, because she's being touched by Whoopi Goldberg.
No, no. No.
Yes.
No, that's no.
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 Yes.
No, Whoopi
Yes.
Goldberg isn't. He's not inhabiting Whoopi Goldberg in that moment. That happens later, and that's a far worse implication because it's implied that they have sex while he's Whoopi Goldberg. She's not. He is
Is he-
just behind her in the spectral form.
Yes,
and she's
that is true.
envisioning him.
Oh.
Trust me. Trust
Oh.
me.
Okay. She's just reading
Yeah,
smut.
No, it's far worse later.
When I watched, that's how I saw it. It's like he was inhabiting Whoopi Goldberg.
No, yeah, but not in that scene.
Okay.
Not in
Yeah,
that
yeah.
scene.
Sorry.
This ordinary-looking box is the tomb of 10,000 space goblins.
Jesus.
Bruh.
Oh, are they all ashes? Just
Like,
oh, terrible
it's
space.
kind of hard to say what's in it, but you know that
Trauma.
What
Lots
does she
of
put in
trauma.
those dumplings?
someone can soothe the goblin. Well, someone can scare the goblins back into the box by using occultism to speak the passphrase. Or you can soothe the goblins with religion, with ritual prayers.
Well, I have none of those things. Does anybody have any of those things?
I have occultism.
Okay.
I don't.
Good thing. Oh, you're not next. Yeah, you are. Are you next?
Technically, I'm after
Um,
Gibson, but Gibson can pass
I think
it
we all
to
had
me.
19, so I think you can.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I have anything to stop a haunt.
Yeah, you have to be trained for either of those.
Yeah.
In this case, so if you don't have
I can
any,
yeet the ghost if I need to. Just put the
You
lid
might
back
wanna
on.
work on the boxes.
Yeah, I
Restack
can. Let me
boxes.
restack boxes. So what's it? Athletics?
athletics, yeah.
11.
All three of my actions. I can still
Yeah,
treat
no.
wounds. Who's
Can I
No,
do
you
it
have
multiple
2
times? I don't know how
actions.
this works.
right?
Two
Takes one to-
actions,
Oh.
so
Figure it out.
to disable.
I'm in.
Right.
I think that's.
But yeah, you do have
I think
2
that's
actions.
silly, but okay.
Let Anthony finish his turn.
Now.
Is anybody hurt? Is my question.
She is.
Yeah. So I'll treat wounds since I'm at the looking at them. I'll treat wounds on Obadiah.
Yeah.
What's the DC again?
Trained is 15.
I got a 12.
12.
I rolled a 5 on the die.
I was like giving your look. I'm like, you didn't just stab Opposite, did you?
I don't have risky surgery yet.
Well, that's what happens on critical failures. You do
Yeah, I
DA
know.
of
They take the damage,
so
yeah.
I'm like, you
No, I
didn't do
can't.
that.
I have a 7, so I don't think I can critically fail. Oh,
Yeah,
a
you
1
can.
would,
A
right?
one
One
would.
Yeah.
would still, yeah.
Yeah, that's rough.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
So I failed the battle medicine you. But I have continued recovery, so... No, I have medic dedication, so had I succeeded, it's the whatever +5.
Mhm.
Oh, no, I have to do DC 20 to get that. And then DC 30 is 10 and 40. Oh, I have to decide those. All right, never mind. Sorry.
That's
Occultism!
all right.
Spooky boxes.
Scared of goblins.
Scare
back
the
in with
goblins
words.
back in. Okay, so that would be a 24.
All right. So you start chanting everything that goblins hate, and the
That's good.
hands recede and go back into the box. The lid flies back and seals itself. And they're fine. For
Bo
that.
wraps himself up and
I
says,
mean-
open us up on the next birthday. You're like, no!
Can it stack
Well, I
itself
mean,
too?
I was just telling it the universal greeting.
Oh, okay.
Goblins hate that for some reason.
I'd like all goblin music is actually just dwarven music played backwards.
Bob,
Well, that's why I think it's like
there's
the
just
universal greeting to
endlessly
goblins
falling
is like the
crates.
greatest insult
It's
ever.
athletics.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is there anything else I can do besides athletics?
Nope. I mean, unless you pitch some idea to me of what you want to do besides athletics to make the crates stop falling.
You have like telekinesis?
I can do athletics.
Move the
on my
crates with
turn.
your mind.
I can do
How long have
athletics.
these crates been
mind
falling
bullets,
for?
Kyle.
So far 2 rounds, so there's a lot of crates.
Can I use, I don't know, it'd be kind of weird. Can I use Grim Tendrils to hold the boxes up?
At least stop them from.
Sure. Give me a spell attack roll.
I'm not sure if that.
It's your DC modifier. So take
No,
your DC minus.
there's a spell of attack.
Yeah, DC minus 10. It would be your spell
Oh,
modifier.
spell DC minus
Yes.
10, yes,
That
effectively.
is silly.
22.
Alright.
That there's symmetry.
No, it's just why have all these minuses? Why do all this negative math? Like,
There is no negative math.
yeah, your DC minus 10.
No, that's just reverse engineering how you get your DC. So your spellcasting modifier is what would determine your DC because it's your class proficiency and
Yeah, your spell attack
item.
basically gives you your spell DC.
Yeah, the DC is just adding a 10, so it's the same modifier. I'm just reverse engineering.
Okay, I thought it was like
No,
that's
no,
the
there's
math.
no negative,
I thought the
no.
math was like here's your
No,
DC.
no.
It's this and this because like it just doesn't make sense.
No.
Yeah, your spell
So-
attack is your proficiency plus your key stat.
Your attribute.
You
plus, yeah.
throw out your grim tendrils. They're kind of like, there's nothing living here, dude. There's just these boxes, and you're like, do it. And they're like, make us,
Fine.
and you're like, do
Okay.
it. Fine.
You
The
listen to me
tendrils
now.
Stack the boxes up in a more secure manner, and they stop falling on the ground.
Did you just auto Octavius your tentacles?
Yes.
You listen to me now.
All right. And your tendrils put everything back except for one box that they break and just say, charge it to the Union.
It sweeps it underneath the rug, so there's a big pile underneath the rug.
And it's a cache of ammunition. Includes 100 projectile rounds,
Cool.
5 commercial batteries, 2 tactical batteries, 5 silver code projectiles worth 40 credits each.
Wow.
Whoa.
Damn. Wait, a silver projectile's 40 credits?
Yep.
Christ on a cracker.
We don't want to fight any werewolves.
No! Space werewolves are scary enough because there's fucking moons everywhere.
Yeah.
That's why it's 40 silver.
Yeah.
40 credits per silver. There's so many. The whole planet, just 7 moons going around the planet.
I saw someone on the forums. They're like, I think it's just like projectile weapon users just gonna go back to Dave Chappelle, where the Dave Chappelle is
like guns should be about 100 gold, but each bullet's like 5,000.
Yeah.
Like, I want to kill you,
Takes
but
the bullets and just
you're
chucks
not
them.
worth it.
That's my Uzi.
Like, it's part of a project of second edition where, for reasons not fully explained, they just made special materials very expensive.
yeah.
It's
And-
because everybody abused them in first edition, and it's a limited material now.
well, not
Well, and
not
it's
really, because in first edition Pathfinder, you usually didn't need it most of the time unless it was to turn off regeneration.
yeah.
You could just super enchant your weapon to get around DR.
Oh yeah,
And
Yeah.
so
that was what I would do
Well, and there's a
most of the time.
I was looking it up too. There's a I can't remember what the material is called, but it's really really cheap. It's not 40 credits, but it acts like silver. It's wood or something. I don't know what it is off the top
Oh,
of my
it's
head.
it was a liquid that you pour
Silver,
on
s-
your weapon.
silver
Well, no, in
sheen.
this,
Oh,
there's
Yeah,
one of the
there
items,
is.
and it says acts as silver,
Oh.
Yeah.
and it's like 15 credits or something like that. It's
Yeah.
not,
yeah.
but yeah,
But most of the permanent weapon stuff is
yeah.
Expensive,
is
yeah.
expensive.
Well, it can't be because projectiles when they're shot they're gone.
Yeah.
Those can't be gone. That can't be worth 40 credits a shot. Like you get to recover that, right? Oh, fuck that.
Hence the problem. You could do funny things. Like, it was one of the advantages of a weapon monk in Pathfinder 2nd Edition is that when their class would give them, like, cold iron and silver strikes, well, now your weapon counts as that. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. And so, you get hugely expensive weapon upgrade basically for free.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But that's high limits.
Yeah.
Interesting.
No, like I said, for me it was just it's a +5 weapon. What does that overcome? Everything.
everything.
And then, Manny, thanks you guys for your work.
Did not.
Gives you guys 100 credits and a plate of steaming dumplings.
I really did.
So what's the math on that one? 25
So
each?
25 each, so it'd be 150 credits.
Yeah, 25 each.
Okay. So it was
You know
45
what?
total.
I'll just take the hacking kit and 5 credits.
I think now is a good time to go to a break.
Yeah, that'd be great. Alright, everyone. We'll be back in 10 minutes.
9:14.
Yep.
It'll be fixed next week.
Alright, welcome back, everyone. Fellowship Gaming. We are continuing the Cosmic Birthday Starfinder 2nd Edition playtest. We want to excuse Anthony and Jules, who are off storming the castle. We didn't get any more details. Alright. You guys...
Weirdest thing in the world.
Rubbing alcohol?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just straight rubbing alcohol.
Okay.
Well, you guys solved the problem of the corner bodega. Let me
Had
make
some
sure.
dumplings.
Yep.
So,
Got
How many
hacking
days has
kit.
it been?
4.
Okay. Let's go to. We've done the community center, right?
Let's see. Yep. So
Yeah.
there's knickknacks. There's the 10-minute block and the lower shipyard.
Let's go to
go
knickknacks.
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm currently healed up to 36.
Mhm.
I keep looking at my hit points and like, you're like 12 higher than me.
So I get 14 a level.
I do not get 14 of them.
Yeah, I know.
Nope.
I also have a plus 4 con.
I get 9 a level.
Let's
I
see.
get 10.
See, I'm
Yes,
at
8 plus
26.
by con.
Yeah.
Tomato plants sprout at random among mountains of rusty parts and jagged scrap metal. A tiny but cozy prefab cabin squats
Yeah, I
in the
know.
dust, surrounded by more piles of junk and what looks like half-finished projects.
Taking that into consideration.
Among them, the hull of a racer-class starship glittering with flecked blue paint.
Ooh.
A banged-up suit of power armor, and a knitted scarf in fabulous magenta,
Well,
draped over a rickety porch chair. More tomato plants spring from tires, soup cans, and even porcelain teacups.
power armor? What's that?
No idea.
Also, I'm thinking the one off of Fallout.
Yeah,
No, I'm
this
just saying,
has a
like,
very
I'm
Fallout vibe.
salty because they removed power armor.
They did.
Oh,
Yeah, like you look at it, trying to figure out what it is, and all you can see is a faded name of Wayland Yutani.
Oh,
Doesn't
no.
mean anything.
God, it's a power
You know,
lifter.
in another timeline, that was actually pretty cool.
Can we go to that timeline?
I wish.
yeah, we would have to nuke it from orbit.
Let's
Just
see.
to be sure.
So, you guys open the gate with a push, and as you enter,
Initiative?
yeah.
Oh.
Well, actually, I keep forgetting. Exploration activities. You were searching. right?
Scouting, plus 1 to initiative.
I am casting Analyze Threat every chance I get
And then
because it's funny.
exploration activities are what you would be doing out of combat. If you're looking for threats, that would be searching. If you have a shield or something, you can hold it up in defense because you're scared of the neighborhood.
Probably staying extra double aware if the twins ever came back. Still, he's pretty
so
traumatized
that'd be searching.
since they were at the end of every corridor.
What's your perception modifier?
7.
7. And then what was yours, Fred?
8.
Okay.
Silly wisdom-based
8.
characters.
So, as you open the gate, everyone else is just like, "Oh, cool! Junk area filled with tomatoes. That's normal."
Well,
and-
no, it's not normal.
It's just when you leave.
Well done.
Well, now I'll try to lean this way.
That's good.
That way I don't feel like leaning that way. I don't feel like approved
But
because Jules
Nebulon,
was there.
you're like, that pile. That pile's wrong. Something's coming from it.
Bad vibes, that pile.
Yep.
Too many tomatoes. Something.
Not enough tomatoes. What are you talking about?
Yeah, tomato plants are prolific.
Give me either. What would this be? What's your Arcana?
Nothing.
Nothing. What's
4.
your Intelligence modifier?
I would say nothing, but it's a +1.
+1. Okay.
Mine's 4.
Like, you don't know magic, except for beyond the basics, and you're like, there's some evil sorcery in there. I bet that junk is cursed. And
Handy knowledge.
Well, we know Fred's junk is cursed.
I have 2 kids.
That's not what I was meaning.
Both of them are girls, so
all right. Let's see. So, looking at, you instantly know that this is a magical trap. I don't know where you learned this knowledge. I just rolled high. But I don't know your life. I don't know what vid games you play. But you're like, it's going to take either a bunch of trained thievery checks or arcana checks to stop this from harming people.
I have
Probably
6
read
in thievery.
magazines and lots of travel.
I got 6 in thievery too.
I've got 8 Arcana.
We'll have the Witch Warper do it.
Like, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Let me check which timeline this is.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the cursed junk timeline.
Okay. So Arcana, you said.
Yep.
That's a 20.
Whoa.
Okay. Looks like about half of the junk is appeased.
Okay.
You want to try your arcana, Fred?
I'd rather use thievery. Or do I need to use arcana?
Arcana's faster, is all.
Well, my arcana is only a 4. Well, it's only 2 less.
It's up to you.
I'll use arcana. Why not? We'll live dangerously.
Come on, Fred. Roll well.
19.
Alright. So, the two of you soothe the junk, and it's like, cool. I'm not sure if it's supposed to tell you this, but to disarm it, you needed 4 successful thievery checks, or 2 arcana checks. So, I was like, please use arcana, Fred.
We do like 3 in 1.
Well, it'd only be 2 in 1.
Okay, they match for each other.
Yeah, it's 2 thievery for 1 Arcana.
That's good. I was worried it might be a cumulative 4 and 2. Whichever you did first.
That's a short. The two of you soothe the junk.
2 of us, the junk. Okay.
And for your crimes of killing the junk swarm, a ooze comes out angrily, and then we'll go on to
No,
initiative.
I'm not changing my initiative.
Yeah, that's fine. I asked for it before.
But I'm really mad that it's an ooze.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was kind of like, if it was up to me, I would have removed the mindless trait, and it just would have been a worker here. But no, all it knows is its best friend, the cursed junk, died, and you guys.
He
are
misses his friend's junk.
Mhm. Let's see. But it didn't roll well,
Well.
so we'll see. Alright, Dervis.
21.
Gibson.
Hold on. Martineau is 13. Oboziah is 7. Gibson is 23. All of those are +1 because I was scouting, right?
Yeah.
I included that in my 21.
Nice.
Nebula.
9.
Did you add a +1?
That would make 10 if we had one.
And Bob.
29.
Nice.
Friggin' wisdom-based tunes.
Hey, well, then that 20.
Yeah, so did I.
Alright. Again, it's kind of not worth getting it out there. We're going to theater mind this combat too, because it's just one creature, and it's got nothing interesting to do.
Okay. So it's on the very edge of my field.
Okay.
So that it has to move through it to get to us. And
Let's
vice versa.
see. Bob, you're up first.
Pull out my rifle and shoot it.
Okay.
And that is a whole 10.
Didn't think that was going to happen. You miss.
I rolled a 3.
Well, it's fine.
I will
It's a
shoot.
news.
I will shoot again. I wasn't sure if I was going to hit or miss with the 3. That's an 18 plus 7 minus 5. So 20?
Yep, that'll hit.
2 points of damage.
2
Good
fire.
job.
Okay.
Woohoo!
I wasn't trying to sound patronizing. That sounded horribly patronizing. 2 damage is good.
I thought it was horrible.
It's not a 0 or a minus.
Gibson.
Can you do minus?
Gibson is next? Holy cow, Gibson.
Well,
You rolled really well.
There's some weapons that might have.
I stride up to this thing
strength-based weapon,
and
your strength might be like minus
chomp down on
when you
it.
hit it doesn't do any damage.
That one's a natural 1 for a total of 8. That one's a 9. It happens.
Alright, Darvis.
You're still in the chat, right?
I can't. There's nobody really there.
Okay, so it can give me a
Yeah, but you're watching the chat,
base
yeah?
save
Oh, I was headed
fort
the other
save.
direction.
fort.
I only got
Even
like
though that's
21%
like
at
the
power
one
left
thing
on my
that
phone, so
Same.
Oozes are good at.
What's
Seven.
your DC?
reading my books off my phone
18?
too often.
That's a failure.
Oh no.
It's handy.
I don't know how that works, but okay.
Is that a physical copy too?
Oh, this is
So
the
it
player-
takes 3 sonic
this is for
damage,
the Pathfinder,
Oh, nice.
the second edition Pathfinder.
and it
It's
becomes
not even the right book, though, is the
second
issue.
one.
It's the core one.
Is that player core?
It's player core.
Okay.
And I will
Don't
pull my
bring
crossbow
the other
draw.
one anymore because it's sitting
That
on
will
my
be
shelf
action 3.
because it's voided now, kind of. But I still don't have the player core 2 yet.
Oh.
Jumped in that far? I guess we did. Let's see. The ooze. Will. The ooze will kind of
Ooze?
grow spiky and sharp for a bit, and the effect of this is that within 30 feet of it, which is going to be everywhere because it's a small battlefield, any of your tech
F this.
items take a -1 penalty to all checks using
This is the same thing.
The hysterical thing is I have absolutely no tech items on me that are combat related.
That's handy.
That's gonna miss.
I have a sword and a crossbow. Those are not technological.
Yeah, that was smart. They're mechanical.
Alright.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
They're analog. They're both flagged as analog.
Oh, that makes
It's like, ha ha ha, I screw up your tech. Ha ha ha, I ain't got none.
the ooze makes a
like,
hammer
oh no, I
shape
can't use this.
and
Never
goes
mind,
to
it worked
punch
just fine.
Gibson. That one misses. But then it does like a net shape and then hits you and constricts you in it. You take 22 bludgeoning damage. I did a crit.
2-2. Okay, making sure. 22.
And,
Good freaking night.
This is starting to remind me of the.
I
time.
swear it is.
I'm
Yeah.
just like,
Because it's a news, which means it has a stupid amount of health.
what is your fortitude DC?
10.
10, so 20.
What?
What's your question?
It's probably expert. Plus,
How is your
lot of
fortitude
constitution.
DC a 10? Mine would be a 15, and there ain't no way my con is as good as yours.
He didn't add 10.
I don't understand the question. If my fortitude is a 10, that's what I thought he asked.
20.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew.
I'm sorry. I don't understand the question. I'm sorry, man.
It's
Honestly.
okay. So, basically, anytime I ask for the DC of something, like your spell DC, like, think of it as you take your spell attack and add 10.
Okay.
And when I ask for your fortitude DC, that is
Okay.
your fortitude plus 10.
That's not confusing at all.
Mm-hmm.
Well, for those of us that have been playing a lot of
Yeah.
Pathfinder 2, it's not.
Let's see.
So I get your confusion.
So,
But if he ever says DC, add 10 to the number.
Okay.
but it's okay. I also know what you're saying, so I can do it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I misunderstood it.
No, it's totally fine. I'm working on trying to figure out the rules.
That'd be like a 0. Yeah.
So,
That would be a 0. That's why I'm like, there ain't no way your fort DC is a 0.
I imagine it's like trying to like hold you in its like net-like form that it's in, and you break free because it's thinner and you're strong,
You're a Brutalis player. This is like what you do.
and so it doesn't get to do its attack.
Okay.
And that is its turn. Let's see, Martino.
He is gonna do his get 'em.
Hopefully he's gonna.
No, lead by example. Right?
Yep.
No, his directive is get 'em, and then
it's lead by
it's lead by example. But that doesn't lead by example doesn't necessarily. It's not a trigger. It's just a thing he does. Oh, have those separate. Uh, 25 to hit.
Yes.
3 piercing.
All right. Well, what is he using? A pistol?
Yes.
All right. So, the pistol, he shoots into it. It hits, and it looks unfazed.
Okay.
And then, is that him?
I believe so.
Okay. Then it's Nebula.
All right. Nebula's gonna do his get out of everyone's way.
Yeah.
Aim with the mobile aim,
Mhm.
and fire off another 0 cannon rail.
There's elbow. I have
Alright.
to excuse myself for a moment.
So,
Unless it's still like grappling. I guess he got it off.
no, it failed to grapple.
Oh, makes sense.
Ooh. Well, that's
And that was a 16 again.
oh, no, never mind. All right. So, you do well. Roll your damage.
I believe that's a 10 and a 4.
4.
Hey. Getting these numbers out there.
The bad thing is with the ooze, it probably has 800 hit points.
Well, it's gonna feel like it at this level, and one of the things about it is gonna make it annoying. But yeah,
And that's everything.
yeah.
Just 3 actions, right?
That's one thing I like about like this system and Pathfinder Second Edition, because with First Edition, all of a sudden you get like up to level 8 or 9, and you got somebody that takes up like half their dice bag and just flops it down and does that much. And they're like, "How did you do this?" And he goes, "Well, I did this, and that makes you do this, which makes us do this, and which makes us do this," and you're like, "What the hell?"
Mr. Secret. Bring up such painful.
You're like, but doesn't your character like take mental damage for all the focus they had to do to get all of that done in one?
No, it was like it was such an automatic reaction for them to do it, and it was like it was just It was annoying being GM because it's like, oh, you're doing high level. Okay, I'm gonna do this, which triggers this, which triggers this, and you're like, okay,
Yeah.
that bad guy's dead.
Well, I also like that sort of thing. Kind of depended on the character because a lot of the, especially for Pathfinder First Edition, was Rocket Tag was the name of the game. So if you go first, you need to kill because it's hard to survive successive turns against waves of enemies. So it was just easier to make powerful characters. Well, it was easier for some people to make powerful characters who just laid waste to them all, rather than this kind of attrition battle that we're going through right now, which can be good. Like combats aren't just usually decided too quickly for easier ones, but like certain enemies, like I have a problem with oozes in general, is that I don't think they're that interesting in second edition because like you guys know,
They're a hit point sponge.
yeah, the AC is only 11, so technically you crit on a 21, but you don't do double damage
Because you can't crit an ooze.
because they're immune to critical
They
hit.
don't have anything. No critical organs.
Yeah.
Ugh, I can't even think of the right word. That's the wrong word.
Like if you have like
No
That-
weak
that-
spot.
Yeah,
If
no
on-
anatomy.
Well, I mean, they don't have a heart. They don't have a brain, but that's not critical. Weak point isn't the right word. It's they don't have anatomy effectively.
Yeah.
and so like
I mean, it's either they can't be crit, or every time you hit them, they're crit because they're just a cell, and when you hit a cell and rupture the membrane, it starts leaking. So it's either they just can't be crit, or every time you crit them, they start bleeding and can't stop.
and so like
I feel like just we ought to be able to throw salt at them, and there you'd be good.
well, I mean
It's the
that
secret.
was something they did in Pathfinder First Edition.
Yeah.
That was an alchemical anti-ooze weapon, which was
Yeah.
salt.
It was effective.
It wouldn't have worked against this one since this one's made out of iron. So
Okay.
you guys haven't identified it, but I'll
I
just
know.
say it's a ferrofluid ooze.
Oh.
So
I don't know enough about him. I'd still need to take the turn to identify it, because after watching a piercing do nothing,
mhm.
I'm like, oh, need to reevaluate things.
Obazai's turn.
Obazai's turn. Huh. Okay, so that's a
Oh, I guess it was.
DC.
I forgot the tech is -1.
Yeah.
To let me look at
Analog.
to all
Analog.
checks you to
Well,
all
that's
checks you
fine.
make with it, as long as I'm making it.
Okay.
It doesn't affect it.
Oh well, that works out.
So
Yeah, I'm kind of.
Why does it have?
I
What's
don't know
this?
what to do with Obazai, because watching piercing do nothing means her machine gun's useless.
Okay.
But since it's based off of your class DC, you don't need that.
Okay.
But if you were to buy like a handgun, you would give it a use of a +8 to hit.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I've done a lot of Dungeons and Dragons, but just still getting used to the. Like some of these don't have any words; it's just a picture,
Yeah.
so I'm not quite sure.
They're just different ways of their character sheets, and this, as I said, it's to play test.
I
so
mean,
it's
if
gonna
I
go through-
could, I'd
it's gonna go
literally
through
just run up
multiple
and
iterations of that.
Smack it with the butt of her rifle, but I don't think
thank
that's any better.
And
I think I just needed to remember to look down here.
So I guess she's just
That's
gonna
for area.
auto fire,
Mhm.
which costs 2 bullets,
Mhm.
and the DC is 17.
She gets a bonus +1 to damage because of his follow through,
Mhm.
or lead by example and follow through.
Okay, so that's 1d8 damage +1, so 7 piercing.
All right.
She will designate that thing as her primary target. Act weapon, use follow. She's saying adjacent to the center. After resolving the act, make a range strike using your weapon against the selected target. Ignore unwieldy trait on your weapon when using. Consumes an amount of ammo from equal to its expend, and you can't make this strike if you don't have sufficient ammo. As your area auto fire, but doesn't count towards your multiple attack penalty. So she gets an attack at full. So 21,
That'll hit.
3 piercing.
Is
So-
you had +1?
Yeah, that's why it's 3 and not 2.
All right. That one didn't seem to do anything.
Did the first one do anything?
Yes, a little bit.
Oh, of course. So, let me guess. This stupid thing has all kinds of resistances to physical damage.
Sounds
or
like
at least
piercing.
piercing. Might not be against blunt. Okay, so that's 2.
Was it weak to anything that we've hit it
We'll
with?
find
We'll
out.
find out in a second.
That's pretty much all she's got.
Yeah. Bob.
Can you go Shadow Snap? Tell me what it does.
Shadow Snap, that's the focus spell. Lets you attack it with its shadow.
Yes.
I will do that.
Let's see. Let me make sure. Should all be the same.
That's
I really,
not
I
in the core
really
book.
hate oozes in this.
They're my favorite.
Like, it's kind of funny. It makes me miss golems. And I'm like, those should be worse in every way, but I like the game of finding out what they were weak to.
Yeah, that was entertaining. That was interesting. Like you say, oozes are just not interesting. Do a lot of damage, but you can't crit.
Mhm.
Oh, and it might have resistances.
To
Good luck.
everything you have.
Alright. So, spell attack roll. And you do a d10 cold.
So did my Sonic go all the way through?
Yep.
Well, I've got one thing I can do now.
Good.
Not really. I've only got 4 a day.
20?
I'm just gonna to help speed up the AC attacks. Currently, you guys are looking at 10.
AC 10?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Between the envoy and the second condition you did, it didn't clear that. How much damage?
4.
I'm just amazed they're not immune to it. But I guess that they're not. Yeah, I don't know how it's vomiting.
It forms a mouth and vomits.
It's like,
You got one action left.
Is Analyze Target 1 action or is it 2?
It's one action.
I'll do
Yeah.
that.
Okay. So you come up with its medical history and fingerprints as normal. And anyone who the real effect is anyone who does recall knowledge gets a +1 about it. But yeah, you learn that this one is due for its 300,000 mile oil change in about 2 months.
Oh.
Hey, go get your oil changed.
They took away the ooze's mines, otherwise I probably would have had this as a fight. They used to be able to.
Oh, how much hit points do you have left? I forgot.
I have 14 left.
Okay. I'll try to remember next time to actually heal you.
Not a concern.
Alright, Gibson.
I've got this. Okay. Gibson is going to just keep slapping it with its tail.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to try to trip it first.
Sure.
And then I'm going to slap it.
Trip and ooze.
Yes. They are not immune to being
21 to
down.
trip.
Let's see, that will trip it.
Do
Yeah,
crit
it's-
do crit can you
Oh.
crit on that?
Yes. So it takes
Critical trip.
Yeah. It takes damage because of it.
It does not take enough damage.
Does the +1 circumstance bonus affect?
I would let it, and it's still not enough.
Okay. And then I'm gonna just slap it with my tail again.
Okay. So we're looking at 8 or better.
Yes.
Okay.
Which is stupid that I can't crit on it.
It is. In a system where when you beat it by 10, you get a crit, and it's supposed to feel awesome and cool, oozes just mock you.
Every single crit we've had has been against an ooze except for that golem.
Yeah.
That's 7 bludgeoning.
7? Okay.
Does it seem to go all the way through?
It resistible, but it does take a little bit out.
Then I am going to use my last action to, holy crap, grapple it.
Okay.
No.
Okay. What was your result?
It's -10, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
-1.
Alright.
So it just grappled you.
They can choose to.
Does
It can choose. If you
Yeah.
critically fail that, it
If
can
you
grab.
but it's not no, but I didn't roll a 1, so it's not a critical fail.
If you.
If you fail by 10 or more, it's a
Oh, yeah,
critical
that
fail.
garbage.
Yeah. So.
So would it actually would have to be -2 or 3 because he's at 8 right now.
You know, it's not against its AC. It's against. Grapple goes against his fortitude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So.
The sickened works against that.
But that's not going to do anything when it's a -1.
Yeah.
That's not enough to
Yeah, no, that would
to
not
do
be.
that. So yeah, you grab it and you're like, yeah, I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Yeah, you got in a hug, and suddenly you're like, why is it hugging me harder? So all the effect is for grabbed is you're mobilized until you break free.
Okay.
You can otherwise act normally.
Okay.
Dervis.
What is it to identify this?
They made a cultism.
Okay. So that's a 19.
Alright, so this is a pharaoh fluid ooze. Figure the most important things that you would see in its medical history is that it resists 5 electrical and 5 physical. Unless you have adamantine. Might be here in the junkyard, I don't know.
Yeah, of course.
Because, you know, that's just everywhere these days.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Actually at level 2.
So, physical damage, is going to be a struggle to get through.
Yeah, and there's no way I have enough.
Hey, I wrote it down, but I don't think I wrote anything about it. I have hard light wraps.
Mm-hmm.
What are those supposed to do?
So they give you a +1 iron bonus to your attacks.
Just my attack rolls?
Yeah.
I haven't
But
been including
let
that.
me make sure, because I can be wrong about what I assume they are. I was wrong about the line ability. Let's see. It's probably in the weapons.
Oh, okay. Obviously, I had to be close enough to use that, so.
Sorry.
Armor upgrades. Magic weapon. There we go. Just gonna find the description. Okay.
Do you have to invest?
Yeah, it takes an action to do that. Yeah, if it's the same from player core.
But investing happens at the beginning of the day.
You can do it.
Which we've had multiple days, so.
They got rid of the doing it during your daily preparations. It just
Really?
takes an action now. You're still held to the limit, so if you invest more than 10, you have to uninvest something. That just takes an action. It's a little weird how they do it.
So you have to invest it at the beginning of your turn.
Not your turn, just
Or beginning of combat, I mean.
sometime during the day you go, I invest. So if you
Oh, okay.
find the hard light hand wraps, you can invest them immediately. You don't have to wait until the next day. to
Okay,
invest.
got it. Got it, got it.
You can add an upgrade to your unarmed attacks, just like a manufactured weapon. Okay, that. Well, now I gotta go see.
I see. All I'm finding is the ultimate version.
What kind of hard light wraps do you have written down?
Hard light hand wraps.
Okay.
All I can find on Dummy Plate is the ultimate ones, which are level 16.
Because lowest level one just lets you add, looks like a weapon upgrade to it. Doesn't give you a bonus to hit.
Okay, that's fine. It means I haven't been miscalculating my rolls all night. That's fine with me.
So I'll just roll my damage now. Oh, hey, good. So, basic fortitude. DC 18.
Okay, that's a failure.
Okay, so it takes 6 sonic damage.
Okay.
It's already sickened, so I can't make it worse.
But does that?
It doesn't stack.
If it got a worse second condition.
No. I'm saying
His
it's just
bonus damage, would that affect this?
+1 circumstance bonus to damage rolls against the target.
Oh, so 7.
Mm-hmm.
7 sonic.
I mean, it's planking it, but you're doing full damage.
I only have 2 more of those left.
Shouldn't have been a spellcaster.
They shouldn't have made him immune to mental damage or made my
They also
Eldritch Lance do void damage, not mental.
Or yeah, they should also make spellcasting better.
Eldritch Lance, it does mental damage. How about void damage instead? It's Eldritch, not psychic.
Is this the same day that we went to the shop?
Bodega?
Or the-
I'm just gonna say it's different days.
okay.
Yeah, we're relaxing through our way through this.
Yeah,
Because apparently the countdown is not going quick. It says 4 hours, but it sure ain't going down quick.
Like, I kind of appreciate the idea that this is a chance to get to know parts of Absalom. It's just
you
feels
gave us
weird.
the first section was like, you have a countdown. Second one is like, ha 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 ha, no.
everything's fine. Well, everything here is fine, except for minor things. Let's see. Sorry, Darvis is done, so it's good.
That just reminds me of the Signal of Screams where it's like, day 11, they should start suspecting some stuff. And I was like, my players are on day 3 and they've already figured things are bad. What do I do? Advance the timetable. Playing in a threefold conspiracy, and it's like, oh yeah, by the second day they'll figure this out. My players get on the ship the first time, they're like, no, we suspect everybody and everything. Max sensors. Oh, they found the gray ship that's just hiding out behind this ship. Destroy it. Oh, that takes care of a third of the book right there.
I'm just like, when you're like, oh, the threefold conspiracy. Oh, they'll suspect something within 2 days, and then it's a bunch of players like me, and we're like, you guys feel like there's maybe a mystery we're supposed to solve? I'm just waiting for this to move.
Well, it's like it's book 3, and they're like, yeah, they won't suspect anything by now, and I'm like, you must not have. No, you just must have stupid players, buddy.
I think it's the people that write this stuff don't understand what they've already put players through.
Let's see.
Oh, well, yeah, they're not going to be paranoid by now. It's like, no, you're right. They're not paranoid. They're super paranoid.
I remember a guy, Dungeons and Dragons, he'd take his armor and he'd just drop it in front of him every step of, like, a dungeon passage to get it to set off any traps.
Well, I
Did
heard
you
people
know
like
there was
chicken.
My AC
There's an
is
actual magic
19.
item that's a magical spring,
Uh-huh.
and you could literally. This was in 2nd edition, so AD&D.
You just
Well, you could tell it a weight, and you'd throw it, and it'd just
Like
bounce.
a slinky.
yeah.
Yeah, like a slinky. And it'd basically hit
Did that
every
hit?
square.
Yeah.
And if it was
You
had
take
enough
11
weight
damage.
to set off a trap, it did.
And then it would die.
No, it was a spring.
Well, yeah.
It's a metal spring. You can't break the thing very easily.
Well, also, a bag of tricks. You just grab an animal and just throw it. Over.
Yeah.
That was
Bag
it.
of tricks. Oh, rat, wolf, deer, tiger. To let the cleric know, I'm at 3 hit points right now.
I'm just laughing because I'm like, I'm trying. So I now have to roll athletics to do its attach ability because it wants to grab onto you and steal your stuff.
Okay.
And I hit you. I'm really good. I'm pretty good at hitting you, but when I roll the attach ability, it's like, no.
I'm
no."
fine with that.
No, I'm like, I just wanted to pick your pockets for anything metal, man. Looking for rare coins, laser pistols. Let's see. So Martin.
Hold on to those credits you've been working all week for.
Martino is like, what are you doing? Get up. Stop that. And just keeps shooting at this guy.
That sounds exactly like him.
9 plus 7, 16.
You don't want him to do battle medicine on you?
He'd have to get close to me.
Oh.
And that takes, battle medicine is like a minute, isn't it?
No,
No,
it's an action.
One action.
Oh.
Battle medicine
One
is
single
literally an action.
Wow.
I don't know how things work.
That's why it's called battle medicine.
Does he have to be right next to
He
me?
does have to
Yeah.
be right next to you.
He does have to be right next to you, but he can only do it once per day or something.
Okay,
like that.
he'll do the shooting and then come to fix me.
Yep.
So the shooting, he does 7 points of piercing.
No, not piercing.
That's all he can do.
Well, it went through.
And then attempt a medicine check. The same DC as treat wounds.
So 15.
DC 6. He hit 16.
All right, so you healed 2d8.
2d8.
Yep.
Which is better than what I can.
Guys. I don't trust medicine skill as far as I can throw.
I hate you.
How much?
8.
That's not terrible.
Yeah, that's
Yes, but one of them is a 1.
He said snake eyes.
Yes,
That's
I
not
know.
snake
Like,
eyes.
We're literally done like ward medic at high levels, and it's like you'll heal 2 plus
over
10.
Is it a plus at all?
At expert, you add
Goes
more.
up. Yeah.
On his, he'll heal
'Kay.
a little bit more when he does those higher level checks. Because he can attempt the expert check because he's expert in medicine, but he needs a 20.
Okay. Not confusing at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm really curious how that works when you remove level from proficiency bonus.
Yeah, I don't know. how
Because
to-
there's
Is that
no
the
way to
new
make a-
trend that everybody seems to be going towards?
I don't know.
No,
I've heard about it a few times, and I'm like, why would you make the game harder?
it's
It actually makes it easier.
Does it really?
It does.
like
But the bosses, the enemies that don't have that accounted for.
It's
The-
easy to account for.
Okay.
it's the hardest part is to me is just figure out the new DCs and as a GM figuring out all the numbers on the monsters.
Yeah.
But for player side, like you notice your bonuses and penalties a lot more because you know add your level to it, and so
Yeah.
you were like
Those plus ones get really important.
so like
Pluses and minuses, yeah.
like using a rogue or envoy medic, for example, I could take assurance medicine and at level 2, that'd be enough to make the basic medicine check without having to roll.
Okay.
You just need all the appropriate feats to get there. But with proficiency with that level, I have to roll. Like, assurance won't get me there anymore because assurance is only going to add +4. Because proficiency is just +4. And assurance is just 10 plus your proficiency.
Okay.
It doesn't include. Yeah, it doesn't include your.
So, it doesn't include
stat
your level
bonus.
anymore. Or your stat.
Or your stat bonus.
With,
with
I don't know how
assurance.
much that has caught on. It's just been interesting in their
It's been
Magia
interesting.
campaign.
Okay.
And as we've looked at it, numbers I should say, yeah, number of people involved in combat matters a lot more.
But Nebula.
Is it safe to fire a
Yeah.
laser?
Yep.
All right.
I mean, I'm hitting it with a 15-foot cone.
All right. Yeah, we're just gonna fire that again.
First time he said it's a cone, so it's okay.
I am assuming you want a theater of the mind this. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
I am angling myself so this cone only hits the slime.
Well, I know. I'm just saying.
And
I
as far
know
as I
what
know,
you were
he's the
casting.
only one
I am the only one.
that would be in the area effect if I didn't.
Yep.
Everyone else is like, we're not stupid enough to get that close.
I'm an unarmed soldier. Not much I can do.
So that probably hits. Or
And I'm just
let me roll
using
the
sonic
save.
burning
Yeah,
hands.
you're good.
Are you adding? Remember to add 1 to your dice damage.
so a 0's a 10, right?
Yes.
That's max. That's a 15.
Nice. A good chunk of health.
Sweet.
Yeah, finally, a double-digit amount of health removed from this thing.
Let's see.
Because it can't crit.
Nope. They're trying to really cool. They can't crit them, and they've got a boatload of health. Boy, do you not understand how players and GMs hate these kind of things. Because it is a combat that just drags.
See, this type of combat is why I stopped playing Pathfinder.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, no, Starfinder first edition combat goes quickly. Combat is either it's 3 rounds or it's 15 rounds because someone messed up.
So,
Yeah.
And I very rarely got those 15s.
Okay.
from the shack, you hear like, "What the heck is going on out there?" And Bessie, what are you doing? And then he comes out with a little key fob, and you hear the
Oh my gosh.
and the ooze just lets go of you. You get the feeling that if it could, it'd just be looking at you guys sullenly, and it slinks back into the junk pile. Sorry about that. Hard to find junk dogs, but I found the junk ooze. Real good deal, too.
Fair?
Thanks, I hate it.
And
Oh,
it's
yeah,
a
it's-
white furred Ahsoki, green overalls, has
I'll
a
be honest,
yellow
it's effective.
bandana with the tomato on.
Doesn't surprise me.
We've been sent on a weird
Miyagi's
quest to just go around and aimlessly wander this stupid station until the next quest comes up. What can we do for you?
No.
And can we have some tomatoes?
Sure.
He likes tomatoes.
Tomatoes are good.
I mean, personally, I don't mind tomatoes, but I
My
prefer
phone is at
them mixed
4%.
with something else.
Should I pull
don't
it up?
like straight
No,
tomatoes,
you're fine.
really.
I'll pull
I
it
think
up.
we're getting close to being done.
Yeah, we're almost done here.
Yeah, we need to get done. I've got to drive home.
Man, that's the time.
Nah.
Well, I do have one job since you're out there asking for it. I didn't think. I figured I'd have to ask the Starfinder Society to do it. But how would you guys like to rob a bank?
What?
And that's a good place to end.
What? Let me ask the Starfinder Society to go rob a bank. That's only ever happened once. And they were playtesting. Not playtesting, they were playing to get the other rest of the gang. What the fresh crap? Gonna go ask the... That's like, oh, I'm gonna go ask the Justice League to burn the oceans and cause a hole in the ozone layer. What the...
Who else would do it?
Have a great night, everyone.
Have a good one. Thanks for joining us. Grab some of our loot from the fellow shop, and